we are, born to be kings. We're the HE-MANIACs of the universe. Welcome, everyone, HE-MANIACs. This is an impromptu live video, just excitement. It's Masters of the Universe opening day, and we might have a lot of people on with us today, but joining us right now, at least for 90 minutes, is David. Now, David, DG Simo, I don't know if anyone's ever paid attention to the thank you portion in like so many articles on HE-MANIA.com. But I would say with the movie ones, at least 50% of them says thanks to DG Simo for the heads up, you know? And he's always been a super friend in regards to AJ. Do you know this? AJ, do you know this? You know, did you see this? And even if I did see it, I appreciated it, you know, because you're making sure that I know, and I might be working on an article already, but it's just not up yet. So welcome, sir.
Hello. Yes, thank you. So all a little bit weird and new, but
yes. So today's the big day, the Masters of the Universe movie release day, and it's out in theaters officially now, but it feels like a third of the community already has seen it, you know,
and posted it, you know, and in Facebook groups and everything. Yeah, you can't go anywhere.
Yeah. That's you know, I was actually scrolling through Instagram yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, it was yesterday, and I saw huge spoilers just pop up. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even people I was following, but since the algorithm says Masters of the Universe, that these spoilers started showing up. And I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. You know, fortunately, I wasn't spoiled, but I don't care about me anymore. I care about the people out there, you know, because I know, and this is a non-spoiler conversation, everyone, just excitement, morning excitement, tired excitement, coffee excitement for the Masters of the Universe movie debuting today. But yeah, I definitely don't want to. There's a few things that happened in the movie that I was overjoyed with when I saw, you know, and I didn't know it was coming. And I'm so happy I didn't know it was coming. And I would hate to spoil that for anyone else. And seeing those appear in my algorithm on Instagram, is so frustrating. I mean, was anything spoiled for you that you didn't want to be spoiled, or?
No, not really. I was fortunate enough where, because I saw the movie for the first time Wednesday night. It's, you know, 7:00 Eastern. So I was lucky to pretty much before it all started kind of hitting the internet.
Yeah.
So no, not really, other than just the stuff that's been posted officially, you know.
Yeah.
So I was pretty fortunate. And yeah, even just the stuff that's not just that you see, but also the musical cues as well. Kind of, you want to see that or hear that for the first time. So I'd probably forewarn anyone, the soundtrack is amazing, but if you haven't seen the film yet, just hold off a little bit, because when you hear some of those tracks for the first time, they kind of hit a little bit different.
Yeah. Yes. That's good advice. Stay away from the soundtrack till you see the movie. Soundtrack, they said, was an hour and 30 minutes long. There is an LP, but unfortunately it's not for the full soundtrack. You know, it's just for, I guess, a single. The old, what do they call those? 33s, I think, back in the day, the smaller records, you know, where you could buy.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. You just call them the vinyls, but I don't know the official.
Yeah, I think they were called 33. So, you know, with audio cassettes, like you'd go into a record store, you could buy the whole album, say from Madonna, right? Yeah. But you could also buy the new single that's out. That is just like two songs, like an A side and a B side on a short cassette. So same thing with the LPs. There used to be smaller 33 ones where you could, I remember clear as day, my first LP that was given to me was When Doves Cry from Prince.
Okay, yeah.
And then on the other side, I forget what it was, but so there's only two songs, you know. And same thing with this LP being offered for the Masters of the Universe movie. It looks like it's only 2 songs. I was hoping it was going to be the full album, like the Revelation one. I have
Oh, nice.
the Revelation album. Have you seen that one?
No.
Oh, it's awesome. Here it is. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, they came out with a full soundtrack.
That's great.
And it opens up, and look, it creates a.
Oh, that's awesome. I've never seen that.
3D pop-up book. But it's the whole, it's the whole soundtrack versus just Armando released it versus just, 2 songs. So I was hoping it was going to happen with this, and maybe it still will down the road, right? You never know.
Right, yeah, because I think it's just, isn't it just the main title track, Eternia, that they're releasing?
I think it's also the Darkness tune that says Masters of the
Universe,
know? But still, maybe they'll come out with the full album, so. But morning, Masters of the Universe is out today. It's finally, after all this time, let's say hello to anyone who's in the chat this early morning. I want to thank them for joining us. Rod Rye Line. Rod Rye. First. You're first, brother. You're first. What do they say in Talladega Nights? If you're not first, you're last. We got Dwight Johnson in the house. Okay, love Dwight. Good to see you, Dwight. J-Mon 77, very much enjoyed it. 8.5 out of 10 for me. I'm a big time He-Man fan. Own production cells of the cartoon even. So do I. And I loved it. My only negative is too many silly jokes that didn't land. Yeah, it seems like that is a common complaint, I guess, with some people. Motu fans and not. People are just reviewing the movie that they felt a lot of the jokes didn't land. What do you think about that, David?
There was a few that, I mean, that didn't bother me as much, but they definitely didn't really probably land as much as I thought they would. But I'm trying to think specific. I mean, I don't want to go into specifics, but
right, no specifics.
There's just a few that just kind of come along and just like, oh yeah, okay. Anyways, move on. But then some of the ones that do hit were even like unintentional ones, really kind of get a good laugh and everything, and then but yeah, there is.
I think with there's movies I love. I love unabashedly Guardians of the Galaxy. The first one. Mm-hmm. The second one was a dip down, and then the third one for me.
I didn't.
Yeah. But the first one I thought was magical. It had a lot of great emotional beats, a lot of funny beats. But I guess some jokes are funnier than others, right? Yeah. So it doesn't. I don't mind if some of them don't land.
Yeah, I guess personal mileage is like. Oh wow! Look at that.
Evil Seed. Evil Seed, J-Mon. You see that, buddy? That's from my favorite episode. So I definitely have some animation cells as well. Skeletor, He-Man, stuff like that. I just wanted to show J-Mon that. Nice. Oh, you know what? J-Mon, buddy. You might want to see this one. J-Mon, you remember Filmation did the animated commercial before the cartoon. And I have one of the cells from the commercial. Yeah. So, fortunately, some of the paint's chipped off. You see in the red Iron Cross, but still the first thing Filmation worked on prior to the 1983 series. So yeah, I have a few too. Actually, those are what I had Alan Oppenheimer sign at Motuniverse, nice. Which was really exciting. A merman and a Skeletor.
Right.
Yeah. So, but but I can get that criticism. 8.5 out of 10 is still great, though.
Absolutely.
Still great. Yeah, I'm still mulling over my numbers score. But, and I was already saying to Mike yesterday that I think this movie hit my top 10. I want to watch it a few more times, and I have top 10 favorite movies. And just so everyone knows, like, some of the movies in my top 10 is the original Terminator. I love The Thing, but also in my top 10 swear to you, is Guardians of the Galaxy. I freaking adored that movie. I thought it was like the perfectly paced movie from beginning to end, and a perfect balance between all these emotional moments and then all this humor and the colors and the special effects. And I freaking adored that. So I think this is going to be in my top 10, which is so exciting. I wanted to really love this movie.
Yeah. Instantly rewatchable too. So that's the cool thing. I'm going again tomorrow. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So after seeing it, you know, the first time and at the premiere and then the second time, I already liked it better. You know, so I'm looking forward to seeing it, you know, a few more times before I really like kind of rank this thing or score it. Glenn says risk of spoilers was why I made sure to go to the first Wednesday showing. You know, Glenn, there was someone like, it was funny. There were two people that posted spoilers on the HE-MANIA community group, the Facebook group, not the actual Facebook page. And I looked at their profiles, and one has been posted a long time, huge Motu fan. And the other one has never posted. And then I looked at his profile, his actual Facebook profile, and he had all his images public. And it looked like he wasn't even a fan. And I'm like, does this one guy, I get the other person. He's a fan. He's excited. He wants to share it. And he's not really considering that everyone hasn't seen it just like he has, you know, or some people mind, and he might not mind seeing the spoilers. But this other one looked like the only reason why he joined the group was to spoil, you know, Masters of the Universe. Like there's some sort of, you know, sick kind of enjoyment. Like maybe he does it for every movie, you know, anytime there's an after credit scene for a Marvel movie or something like that, he takes the screenshots, goes somewhere and posts them, and then smiles because people started like commenting with angry emojis, you know, and what the hell, man, you know, and obviously that person has no problem sleeping at night.
Right. That happens. It unfortunately kind of happens with every big, if it's a Marvel movie or Star Wars, anything that's big coming in theaters, someone's always got to be the first to try and rush out. If it's an end credit scene or whatever, and be the first ones to put it out there. And you just like, it's like if you don't see something the moment it releases, it's already out on the web like the next day, spoiling it. Then it's always hard, especially with social media and everything.
Yeah. Yep. Oh wait. Amazon UK already has a Steelbook in 4K for pre-order. What?
Nice. That's great. Someone was in one of the other forums was asking about they hope that it was going to get a 4K release.
What?
So that's cool.
Already?
A lot of times
it has cover art?
I don't know.
David, how come you didn't share it with me? You are like the news guru.
I'm here.
You're slacking, buddy.
I know.
Oh, look, Mossman Sean's in the house. Good morning, friends. Movie was fantastic. Slightly personally devastated. Ooh. Sean. Oh, first, for anyone who came in later, the guy with us right now, Mike might be joining us later. The guy with us right now, David, he's always been behind the scenes with movie news, making sure HE-MANIA.com is aware of something breaks, and he's just been so helpful. And so we've been meaning to get him on here for a while. And I think we had a couple of false starts, right? Like,
yeah, I work. It's just I work a lot of nights is my job, and then I have a big family, so trying to schedule something always at the last minute. Like I was always going to try and get on for the trailer releases, and then it was always like with work and everything, I never had the time. Or if in my case, I stayed up way too long after working 10 hours at nights, and then having to wait for the trailer, and I kind of wore myself out.
Yeah. Sean, I need you to, I was thinking of putting like an open invite. Oh, this is cool. I was thinking about putting an open invite to some of the great community here, but I need to know, I don't know if Sean's available. I need to know why Sean says he's slightly personally devastated. Sean, I'm gonna send you. I don't know if you could join us, but I'm gonna DM you a invite here.
Uh,
I'm really curious what he's talking about.
not to interrupt, but apparently the very first animation short has been released.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's early.
Yeah, that's
All right,
cool.
only if you can. He's got me curious. Movie was fantastic, slightly personally. Oh,
Yeah.
oh. All right, never mind. Moving on. Sorry, guys. It's for anyone who's seen the movie. I'm a little slow this morning. I didn't sleep that well. I had my coffee. Never mind. I mean, Sean, you're welcome to come on, buddy. But I mean, never mind in regards to the question. Grayskull Zombie's in the house. He doesn't miss a show now. It's a great day to go see a movie. Yes, Masters of the Universe. We're the princes of the universe. It's starting today, even though a bunch of us have already seen it, and a bunch of us are going to see it again. But you know what? A lot of us have families, have jobs that they couldn't go until this weekend. There are a lot of people who commented, even yesterday, I'm going Saturday with my family, or I'm going Sunday. Someone mentioned that for their I think their father's birthday. He was turning 80.
Oh, wow.
And they were going to see the movie, which is just so awesome. But, that stuff you can't normally do in the weekday. So, I'm so excited. People are finally going to go. And we'll eventually finally be able to talk spoilers. And it's been so long, dude. It's been so long since this. I can't believe this actually has happened. It's actually out. It's actually real. We weren't faked out by AI. April Fools, Oh, go 77 Bakers. That's Scott. That's got to be Scott. Good morning, fellas. Good morning, buddy. Masters of the Universe out today. Ryan is in the house. Was just as good the second time. Ryan. Oh, Ryan. Yes, I agree. It was actually better for me the second time. So, and I can't wait to see it again. Dave,
Yeah.
When are you going to see it again? Do you know?
Tomorrow morning. It's the very first start.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna go see it in D box. Because I went alone on Wednesday. Tomorrow is when all my sons are going.
Nice.
So, and I kind of talked to my wife and eldest daughter into going as well. But yeah, we're gonna go see it in the D box, and I haven't told the kids about it yet, so it's gonna be a little bit of a surprise for them to kind of experience that. So I'm kind of curious if people who are seeing it or seeing it a second time, what was their format choice? Was it IMAX, 4DX?
I want to see it in everything.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the 4X or whatever, 4DX, the one where the seats rock. Mike was saying that he came out of there after 2 hours and 20 minutes with his ass hurting.
Oh, see, that's D-Box. I think 4DX. Oh,
is that
the 4DX, they throw all it has a vibrating
smoke, the chair.
Yeah. I just got the chair, so.
You know what? I love movies, but there's no way I want to come out of a movie with my ass hurting. That's one thing. I don't mind being a little dizzy or, seeing spots because of the flashes or not feeling well because I ate too much butter popcorn, but I just don't want my ass hurting.
Yeah, because I've done D-Box before for two other films, and they were Mad Max Fury Road, which was one of the best experiences just because the seat kind of like if the camera's following the trucks over the desert, the seat kind of does the whole, it follows it.
Amusement park, yeah.
That's what it kind of is. It's like a roller coaster in the movies.
Mad Max, I would actually maybe consider it because that movie is like almost one long chase, almost.
Yep.
And that I would probably consider it, but for Masters of the Universe, I don't know.
I'm just kind of thinking some of the moments, that even in the official clips, like the flight, the chase in the skies, and then also the first transformation, like having the seat react to that.
He's talking about what he's seen in the trailer, right?
Yep.
We're not doing spoilers, everybody.
Nope.
Not yet.
Nope.
Soon. Morning from Crisco Kid 4. Good to see you, Crisco Kid. Masters of the Universe is coming out, dude. Or is out. Today's the day. I got actual movie shirt going on. You know, I kind of like this logo.
Yeah.
Nice. Here, let me take Crisco Kids. Good to see you, Crisco Kid. You see how the logo's like different?
Yeah, that's cool.
I know it's swapped. And but yeah, you know, it's kind of interesting that they're selling this shirt with this logo on it. You know,
is that one of the Hot Topic ones?
Yes, it's one of the Hot Topic ones. Hot Topic.
Yeah, I got their Skeletor one.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, on the Bone Throne, I think. Yeah. Grayskull Zombie saw it yesterday. So many emotions going again today. Nice. Yes. I have to be honest with you. I teared up a little. The second time I watched it, I teared up. I didn't at the premiere. I was just in a blur. But the second time I saw it, I teared up a little. And I can't wait to tell you when. Did you tear up at all or no?
No, I think I was more overwhelmed, and I think I was more overjoyed at everything. Like,
oh, there were tears of joy though. They weren't,
it was, yeah. It was.
They weren't. You killed my childhood, Kevin Smith.
No. Yeah, no. It was just. I was just kind of the loon sitting directly in the middle, like with the biggest grin from the moment the title started till the end. I was just kind of like.
You are not a loon. You are just a fan, my friend. And I would look. I was able to go on Wednesday with my wife, and she ended up loving it.
That's great.
Which I'm really happy. Yeah, because she's really not a fan of the brand.
Yes.
But
same situation here. I had to pull tooth and nail, but I'm just like, well, you can go. And she's like, no. I'm like, please.
She even told me she really enjoyed the action, which yeah, so I was really pleased. But where was I going with that? Oh, if I wasn't going with anyone, I would have still went Wednesday alone. Sat right in the middle, just like you said, and went for it. We have Kevin in the house. Kevin from Facebook. I saw Masters of the Universe on Wednesday during an early advanced screening, and I was the most excited I've been during a movie since I saw Top Gun Maverick. Nice. Yeah, I gotta imagine maybe a similar feeling happened for Top Gun fans. I mean, I always liked Top Gun as a kid, but it didn't stick with me. I watched it here and there, but I never became a huge fan. And unfortunately, I missed out on the whole Top Gun Maverick movie experience. I didn't go back, but I heard great things about it. And then I watched it at home, and I'm like, holy crap, this was amazing. Yeah. And now I wish I did see it in the theater,
Yep, same. I wanted to see it, but I think, again, busy. And then once it came out and I watched it, I was like, oh, I get what everyone was saying.
Yes.
I should have gone to the theater, seen it on IMAX, because
IMAX.
It would have been incredible.
Mm-hmm. I kind of regret seeing F1 too, and not seeing F1 in IMAX. But I don't think it was as good as Maverick. Good movie, but so J-Ma, nice, that's great. I have Beastman and He-Man. We're talking about animation cells. I had She-Ra, but gave it to my cousin. Oh, that was nice of you. But Beastman and He-Man, that's great. I would love to have a Beastman. I don't have a Beastman. I have Skeletor. I have let's see if I can show another one here. So I showed off Evil Seed. Oh, here's a He-Man. This is a good one. No background. That's a nice shot of him.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. And there is him and Evil Seed.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, fighting off one of the vines. So, all right, where are we going here? Oh, J-Mon said he had Alan sign his DVD box set. That's nice. Which DVD box set? I'd be curious which one. So, There's the 30th anniversary. I have them over there. That's cool. Alex Moore. Hey, AJ. And we also have David in the house. Good to see you, Alex Moore from Facebook. We're just happy. It's early. We know everyone's tired. Everyone must be at their jobs early this morning. Or maybe people took the day off. Did anyone take the day off to see Masters of the Universe today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people took time off, I think. Even Mike, he even after Motuniverse and stuff, he took yesterday and today off and then has the whole weekend off and then goes back to work. So a lot of people considered like this on their calendar and they circled it and said, this is a holiday. You know, I need to be able to enjoy it. And, you know, I don't know how many times I'm going to see this movie, but I want to make sure I see it more in the theater than any other movie I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the maximum I've ever seen a movie is 3 times.
Okay.
It was Guardians of the Galaxy I saw 3 times. The first Avengers I saw 3 times. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith I saw 3 times.
Okay.
If you remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one, by the way. I know it's got some weak points, but the highs are very high in that movie. That lightsaber battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan. Carl Maisie's in the house, seeing it for the 3rd time here in the UK today, watching it in IMAX tonight. Yes, so let's talk about IMAX. So IMAX was a surprise. IMAX Masters of the Universe. So in the beginning of the year or in December, I think it was in December or November, IMAX released the schedule for 2026, all of their movies, and Masters of the Universe wasn't on it. I think it was between the time frame, it was Mandalorian and Grogu, and then Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
And in between, there was just 3 weeks or what have you. And apparently with IMAX is there's you know, when people, when studios create IMAX films, they use special IMAX cameras that provide 10 times the resolution. So there's a guarantee in place where they have IMAX theaters for a specific allotted point of time, at least 3 weeks or something like that. So they can't immediately have IMAX screen for your movie for 1 week and then they yank it and put something else in, because there's a financial commitment with using these big cameras and the rendering. It takes a lot more time when they render special effects and that kind of resolution. And so to have Mandalorian pulled for a weekend, never seen anything like that before. I mean, I get that doesn't bode well for Mandalorian because, you know, and Grogu because it's not doing well in the box office. But I always thought that was contractual. So they must have made some sort of agreement or something.
Yeah, I doubt, and that's because that was when they announced it. One of my local movie theaters is an IMAX, and they put up just for the Wednesday early access. But then since then, they've expanded it to like 4 showings a day for the whole weekend. So they actually, like, instead of just doing it for like the one day or something, they put it at and they don't have the Mandalorian coming back on there either, which is a surprise. So hopefully it helps.
Yeah, I mean, well, the ticket prices are more expensive, so it's going to contribute to the box office, and maybe that was somewhere. Maybe Amazon MGM paid off Lucasfilm to do that. I don't know, to affect, you know, because you want to get as large box office receipts as possible that opening weekend, you know, because it could impact the whole movie from being a bomb to a success and the press going forward. So maybe something like that was done. But someone who saw it in IMAX already told us yesterday that it looks like they upscaled it. Because, you know, normally, obviously, Masters of the Universe was not filmed with the special IMAX cameras that are 10 times the resolution. So I inquired, like, how did it look? And they said it looks like it was digitally upscaled. So it will look better. It just won't be naturally.
I did notice, though, I don't know if you caught it, during the end credits, you know, when you finally get to the very end and it kind of shows the logos. No, not scenes, but the logos, you know, like the MPAA and everything. It did have an IMAX that it says there was an actual, even I didn't see it in IMAX, but it actually has like one of the logos saying that it was going to be specially formatted for IMAX.
Yeah, so that must be the upscaling or what have you.
So
yeah.
I guess they must have had plans, and they just didn't really announce it until.
Well, no, those credits. Well, not necessarily. Those credits were they were still working on those credits. I was lobbying for some people to be thanked in those credits.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that thing was like still being worked on and still finalized. Mm-hmm. They hadn't put it in the can yet until like 3 weeks before the premiere. But and they must have known by then they were going to grab a weekend. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Corey Kempter from Facebook says, I saw the movie. It was great. Skeletor was so good. Yes. Jared Leto, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's biggest concern. They said, oh my God, the movie is over. And he turned out to be a shining light in the film, a beacon, right? Of light. Some people say, well, it's because you can't recognize him and you can't recognize his voice. I would love to see some behind the scenes footage. When like Skeletor says it was the crescendo.
Yeah.
I want to see Jared Leto do that without, with maybe the green dots on his face. They're tracking his face without the CG applied. I want to see some of his original performance. Behind the scenes. I would love that, and if he's doing that same exact voice and he's obviously doing the body movements and the gestures, I mean, hats off, regardless of, how you feel, how he was in the, Suicide Squad as the Joker.
Right.
By the way, which I do blame the director for that. I mean, it was not Jared Leto's idea to have a grill on his teeth. Mm-hmm. And put damaged on his forehead. I mean, if you're damaged, the one thing you don't do is tattoo it on your forehead.
Right.
I'm crazy. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tattoo crazy.
I will say this address it. Jared Leto, personally, I mean, he's a great actor. I mean, he won an Academy Award. I mean, it's just, and I didn't mind his portrayal of the Joker or something different. It is what it was, and the stuff that he's done. I never saw Morbius. I haven't seen Tron.
I saw Tron Legacy. Yeah.
But yeah, he's. I always thought he was a good actor.
Ares,
yeah. He always seems like he was a good actor. I think a lot of people kind of latched onto some of the. Obviously, some of the Suicide Squad, but I think one of mainly people's biggest issues is obviously the stuff off the screen, which I think is the big elephant in the room, and why I think they can't have him talk about it, because then the subject becomes about that.
I agree with that.
But he was otherwise he was fantastic. I mean,
people were hating on him since the Joker, even before those controversies came. And they blame him. It's like Batman and Robin, okay? Mm-hmm. And Batman and Robin, Arnold Schwarzenegger was Mr. Freeze, and it's who killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age, right? And who they were originally talking to was Patrick Stewart to play Mr. Freeze. And he looks more like the animated cartoon, But, and they said, it would have been so much better. Arnold ruined it. And I'm like, dude, if you put Patrick Stewart in that movie, with his British accent, who killed the dinosaurs? Right. The Ice Age. Chill out, engage. I mean, it's the script, it's the direction, Write a great film with wonderful like scenes, and then if Arnold ruins the acting, then you blame Arnold. But it's the script. So again, with Leto, I'm saying blame the script and the director and the horrible design they put behind it, because I think he could have been pretty good in that movie. But
yeah, Skeletor, he was fantastic.
Yes. Alex Moore, on Facebook, I've seen loads of people recording the spoilers in cinema and posting on Instagram and TikTok, which is a shame. Yep, I saw it Wednesday the 27th at the UK premiere, but the people are waiting to the weekend might not have. Alex, we were talking about this right in the beginning, that it came up in my feed, in the algorithm. I wasn't following a Masters of the Universe, this particular person, but because I'm a fan, it just came up in my feed, and there were images of tons of spoilers, and I'm like, this is horrible. I feel so bad. I felt fortunate at one point because I wasn't being spoiled, but the stuff they were showing, if I was, I'd be deeply depressed about it, And some people are like, what's the big deal? Look, some people don't care about spoilers. Some people, especially when Marvel was hot, couldn't wait to see the end credit scene before they saw the movie on YouTube. And I get it. Nothing but love for you. But then there's the other side of the spectrum where some people don't even want to watch the trailer. They're like, I'm not watching a trailer. Yeah. I want to be totally surprised. And I got nothing but love for them. Now, most of the people, I think, kind of land in the middle. They watch the trailers, but they don't want any major, spoilers. But regardless of where you fit, it's really unfair for them to be hit with that. And it feels like a lack of consideration. Now, I get it. Some people, I think, generally don't realize that, meaning they're not consciously trying to be inconsiderate. They're just so excited. They saw it. They want to share these images. Oh, my gosh, I can't believe this was in the movie. And then, but there are some people that just like spoiling for other people. And those are the ones that I get really frustrated with, that literally come in and join a Facebook group just to put in spoilers. And I experienced that, and it was just crazy.
Yeah.
So. We have Glendon House. My local cinema had added an IMAX showing for Saturday and Sunday night. So going again. Yes. Oh, yeah. So like I was saying, I've only seen a movie maximum 3 times in the theater. So I need Masters of the Universe to at least go 4 times in the theater. I want this movie to break the record. What was the most you've ever gone to see a movie? How many times?
Probably 4 or 5.
Woo! What movie was that?
Gosh, I saw Mad Max Fury Road about 3 or 4 times because I went to a press screening, and then I went to a regular screening. I know I did the D box.
Oh wow! Okay, so you got some.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that for a long time, and I had a friend who saw like 7 of the test screenings, and he was trying to get me to come out to LA and watch it. And I was like, I don't think I can't swing that. But yeah, it's probably like 3 or 4. It was like because I did see Guardians about 3 times as well when it came out.
So 5 maybe is the magic number.
Yeah,
you got some tickets to buy, John. David, why do I keep calling you John? I'm keep thinking of the Emerald Knight photos. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
I got all right. By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, David's in the house. Anyone who's joined us late, he's been definitely behind the scenes helping make sure.
Wandered off the street.
He wandered off the street. So I saw this hobo living in a box wearing a Masters of the Universe shirt. And I'm like, dude, you want
to come on? Sure.
As long as you give me $5. Yeah. No, but he definitely has been helping keep HE-MANIA.com and aware of breaking news. Kim is in the house. I didn't like the movie, too much comedy. Okay, I get that. You know what? There's it's not going to appeal to everyone. And just like the Filmation show does not appeal to everyone. People love the 2000X show, and it's quite different from the Filmation. It doesn't have that sort of goofiness and charm and cheesiness, right? That other people just adore. So to each his own. Mossman Sean, thanks for the re-intro. I missed the beginning. Well met. Nice. Corey, Trapjaw, and Beastman was really good too. Yes, they look like their movie counterparts, and they had their accessories. It's like, that's the dream, right? That's why this movie is so exciting. That's why Travis Knight is such a fan. So many directors want to put their stamp on things. You know what I mean? And eventually all directors do. But do you guys remember, what was it, the Goyer one? Where they had mech suits for like Man-at-Arms and Tila? Did you ever see that concept art, Dave?
No, I never saw the concept art. I just remember, his interviews and stuff. So
it didn't even look like Masters of the Universe that we know. Can't join. I'm at work, sadly. All right, Mossman Sean, we'll get you in at some point. Warren, seen it the second time. Still awesome, fun film. Oh, that's awesome, Warren. Yeah, that's the true test. When you see it multiple times and it's just as awesome or it gets better, you know, then you know this is going to be the one, like one of those movies that's just beloved for you, you know, that you're going to just, there's no such thing as burning a VHS anymore, but you're going to wear out the streaming. Forgotten Tales of Eternia at 4 p.m. today. Good morning, Forgotten Tales of Eternia. That's awesome. Everyone, I hope you have your coffee. It's very early. I'm very tired. But we're just so excited that the Masters of the Universe is out today. And yeah, it just finally happened. How many times? How many false starts? You know, all through the 2000s and 2010s, right? Those decades. All those false starts. I thought it was going to happen. It was like Spawn 2, Masters of the Universe, a new Gremlins, right? These movies just kept popping up and saying, no, they're going to make it. They're going to make it. And they never happened. Not that like those other, I loved the other franchises. They don't mean as much to me as Masters of the Universe. But, you know, you kept seeing, Ghostbusters for the longest time. You kept hearing about they're coming back. And they did with Afterlife, you know? Which must have been so. I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan, but there are ones that are diehard, like us for Masters of the Universe, that have all Ghostbusters stuff behind them. And I do have some Ghostbusters stuff. And they must have like flipped out once they finally got to see Bill Murray back on screen in Afterlife. And, you know, that same kind of feeling, you know? And, but we got to.
Probably a redemption after, because I think they tried to when they rebooted Ghostbusters. I think they doesn't trying to remember.
They had cameos.
They had cameos, but they ended up like in the cameos. So no, everyone wanted it to be in universe, and they did. And I actually like the new family. I'm actually disappointed that they're not making a third one. The second one didn't do so well, but I enjoyed it. It felt like the Ghostbusters cartoon. I forget what it was called. Frozen Empire or something like that. Yeah, something like that. Ghostbusters Frozen something,
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Glenn says postage and custom charges were painful, but all popcorn buckets and cups have been secured. Damn you, UK cinemas. Damn you to hell. What's this he saying, Planet of the Apes? You blew it up. Charlton Heston. Yeah, I can't afford those because I'm laid off, and you guys are like, AJ, how'd you get to freaking California then? That was hell or high water, you know. That was I made this correlation. I'm a big Philadelphia Eagles fan, NFL football fan, American football, tackle football. And I equated going to the premiere and all that stuff, not going to see your favorite team play the Super Bowl, but go invited by your favorite team to go to the Super Bowl with them and hang out. You know what I mean? And that is an opportunity you don't say no to, regardless of your situation, because it's a once in a lifetime kind of chance. So that was the same thing here. So I couldn't afford the popcorn buckets, but my wife did buy me, you know, this Skeletor cup. And what is really wild about this cup is it's hard plastic. This is action figure. It feels like an action figure. Like if you're rubbing the face of Skeletor on a Masterverse figure, it's the same material. The armor, this like soft rubber. Yeah, it's action figure. It's flexible. It's wild. Oh, you got one. Okay.
No, awesome. I don't have that one. I just have.
So, but Glenn, I am so sorry that you. Yeah, seriously, I don't know why that stuff wasn't in the UK. I have no clue, but I'm glad you got yours. I'm glad you were able to afford to get yours. Oh, that's hard plastic. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Castle Grayskull. Where you got the cup for one of the towers. Yeah. Did you actually eat popcorn in it or no?
No. The only reason I got this was because the Cinemark website put it up early a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I swore I wasn't going to get it because the shipping was half the price in the bucket. But then I'm like, I only wanted the either the Castle Grayskull or the Sword Cup, and I still don't.
Sometimes with a popcorn bucket, you got to say bucket.
Yep.
I'm gonna spend the money. Just bucket. Oh, my buddy Mikey is in the house. Let's add him to the. There he is, Mikey. Good morning,
What's
Mikey.
up?
The Masters of the Universe movie is out today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mike, if you haven't met David, David has been helping behind the scenes, HE-MANIA.com since
I'm very familiar with David in the chat. So
yes.
Morning. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's always making sure that like I have the latest news. And sometimes he's depressing me because I'll be like, it'll be like 3 articles in a row I do. And I'm like, okay, I can finally take a break. And then he messages me with another one. Hey, something else just came out. And it's like, sometimes I cringe. I always appreciate it. But sometimes I cringe. I'm like, oh, no. I just want to like watch a 30-minute television program. So, but look at us, man. Oh, so Mike, you saw it again last night? Twice?
I did. Once last night, going twice today.
Oh, so, you're going twice today.
Wow. It'll be my fourth and fifth time today. Yeah.
How was it compared to your first 2 viewings? You liked it the same, better, worse?
It was better the third time in some parts because the theater was not quite as loud. So like.
Oh, your ass didn't hurt. That's right.
My ass didn't hurt because I didn't see it in 40X. My God, I'm like going like this. People were cheering and stuff, which is great. Like you really want that interaction, but at the same time, they're cheering over dialogue. So there's things I didn't hear.
Yeah.
The first couple of times because of the cheers, and this time I was able to actually hear certain parts.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So. Yeah, that it was better in that sense. But today I'm going with a big group of friends for the second viewing today, and I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna cheer. I'm gonna freaking embarrass all my friends and be like that guy. So
what was that scene in Minecraft that everyone would freak out? Did you guys see those?
Jockey.
Chicken jockey. You start throwing. When you got to do that
power sword. Maybe I'll just come with the power sword we got, and just. Use that.
Well,
I'm trying to get that drink one, but they're sold out.
Security might, if you come in with one, I don't know, just hide it in your pants. Well, don't hide it in your pants.
That sword between your thighs.
Yeah. No. Anytime I've been singing Princes of the Universe all morning, maybe I'll sing that anytime we're near a spoiler. So good to see you, Mikey. We're going through the chats. I'm not sure even what the X's even mean, but I'm going to see it in IMAX Saturday or Sunday. Oh, that's a good question, right? Are there multiple X's? No, there's not multiple X's. But IMAX is filmed with 10 times the resolution. Those IMAX cameras are super, super duper. And
is that? I was like, I just thought IMAX meant it was like the size of the screen is maxes your eye.
that could that makes sense to me for the genesis of the name. But yeah, it's not just a big screen, but they're filmed with high resolution cameras in a different aspect ratio and 10 times the resolution. And Mike and I found out yesterday that they actually went ahead and manipulated the resolution since they
upscaled it. Yeah.
Upscaled it. That was the word I was looking for. So I definitely want to see it in IMAX, and plus the extra expense supports the opening weekend box office. And
do you have a Dolby theater by you? Because I saw it in Dolby yesterday, and it was beautiful, man.
I saw it in the Regal. What was that Regal one called?
Oh, is it like the
fancy one in Regal?
RDX or
yes, RPX, I think.
RPX.
Yeah, and then it had the bucket seats with the buttons, and you can lower and raise your feet. I don't know about you guys, but eventually my feet get a little like weird feeling.
Yeah, my knees give out a little. They're like,
yeah. So I got to lower them back down, and so Kerno, GB in the house. Don't we need a little comedy in this day and age? Oh yeah. So someone before had mentioned that they didn't like the movie for the comedy. It's too much comedy, and hey, to each his own. But you know what, Kurna, it's the same thing like Guardians of the Galaxy. I adore that movie, but some people, it's total cringe for them, especially the dance off, So even though I love it, so I get it. It's not going to appeal to everyone, just like Filmation doesn't appeal to everyone. A Gen X,
apparently.
What's that?
What's that, Mikey? There's a guy in the chat. I said Terrahawk, apparently. The guy in the chat just being,
we love everyone. We got nothing but love. I haven't seen whatever you're talking about. Let's be nice, Mikey. Going to see a third time at Alamo tomorrow at noon for a breakfast cereal buffet screening.
That's awesome. Saturday morning cartoons style. That's really cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, seeing that, and they get a special shirt, I think. And then they get the special drinks. I think you can have the drinks with the power sword and all that sort of stuff. So that is awesome that you're going. I wish I could go to that. There's no Alamo by me.
Same here, yeah.
I think the closest is up in LA by me.
Of course, Mike. You got the Denny's. You got the Krispy Kremes. You got the Alamo over here. You got Dolph Lundgren at the liquor store over here.
I'm not going to drive 2+ hours to see some movie with the cereal. Like, I'll just sneak in some cereal to AMC tomorrow.
If you were a true fan, you'd show up for your morning breakfast. Bastard. Grayskull Zombie says, my 10-year-old loved it. Nice. He thought every character looked great. Beastman was his favorite. Yes. Beastman, again, with his accessory. He's brilliant. Actually, and I love, I can't mention that.
I'll just say that the scene of him in the streets, which we've seen in the trailer, it's a great scene.
So, and I love that your 10-year-old love it. And I'm going to figure this out because on Sunday, I got 2 boys and they're young adults. And one of them, I was able to raise properly, meaning they're both great kids and they're both raised properly. But one came later in a marriage. And the one that came later in the marriage said, I don't even know who Orko is. Do you know what I mean? And so I have one child that was raised on, Last Airbender and, likes that kind of stuff. And then another child that doesn't know Masters of the Universe at all, but they're both from different generations. So I'm really going to find it interesting to see how they react. Now, I queried both of them and I said, would you see this movie in the theaters if I wasn't making you, right? And they both said, if you're not making me, we're not going. Meaning, we'll wait for streaming. It looks cool, but we wouldn't have gone to the theater. I'm like, okay, I appreciate you being honest with me, But now that they're going to be going, I'm going to be very interested from, different generations to see how they feel. But it's great that Grayskull Zombie's 10-year-old loved it. I'm hoping they come out and loved it too. Like, my wife's not a fan. She loved it. Oh, your wife went. Mikey, what did she think?
She loved it. She thought it was great. And I will say also, Kenzo reached out to me.
Princess of the universe. Princess.
Kenzo went last night and saw it and he has a 12-year-old. And his 12-year-old, he only went because he wanted to go see Backrooms. And he said to Kenzo, he said, if I go see this, will you go take me to see Backrooms? And so Kenzo said yes. So his kid obviously went in with zero expectation, right? Doesn't know Masters very well other than what Kenzo's told him.
Right.
Came out loving the film too. He loved it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. See, we just got to get him to the theater. So hopefully good word of mouth. Now, when you say Kenzo has a 12-year-old, he didn't kidnap him, right? It's really with Kenzo, you got to make sure.
Right.
I'm just kidding, Kenzo. Snell's World says, I'm watching the movie this morning again with the family for a second time. I didn't even buy tickets in advance either time. Yep. That's part of our older generation, I remember all the time that you just go up to the theater and buy your tickets, This buying online stuff is for the whippersnappers,
You know what's crazy is the theater I go to now is at the mall here.
Yeah.
There used to be a separate whole booth where you'd buy your tickets and everything. They destroyed it. They took it down. And now it's like a lounge area for people to just hang out, and you just go up and you don't even interact with people. You just have those weird machines now, and you buy your ticket at the machine just outside the theater.
Yeah. Yeah, you're old enough. We're all old enough to remember those lines, in front of the movie theater, and you'd wait to buy your ticket, and then seats were first come, first serve.
Yeah,
there's no such thing as, reserving a seat.
Oh yeah. Yeah. People get worried. They're like, oh, it's 5 minutes before the movie, and it's hardly filled, and all of a sudden, that 5 minutes pass, everybody comes. Even during the previews, they'll come like 10 minutes after the movie starts because they know the previews.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot more convenient, I must say. But no criticism to you, Snell's World. I'm glad you got in. I'm curious to how packed it was, because looks like Scary Movie is going to be beating Masters of the Universe, as much as it pains me. Crystal Kid going to see Masters of the Universe 9 times. 9 times.
Wow.
9 times. You are the winner of the day.
Yeah. I was like, I thought I was crazy with 6, but to go 3 more times on top of that, kudos to you, sir. Kudos to you.
Seriously. I mean, we were having a conversation before, Mike, where like, how many times did we see a movie? And mine was 3. My maximum has been 3. And definitely Masters of the Universe is going to exceed that. What was your maximum? Mike, yeah.
Me? Oh, before Masters? Yeah, I would say it was Avengers, and it was 3 times.
Yeah, I saw Avengers 3 times, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and I know you're going to make fun of me again, Revenge of the Sith 3 times. So that one I wasn't planning to, but the 3rd time, just circumstance. Ryan says I teared up a 2nd time. First time I was with a sibling and had to behave manly. Hey, we've all been there. I can say the first time at the premiere I did not, but I definitely teared up. And I can't wait to tell you when. But that would spoil things right now. There's enough people doing that on the internet.
Oh my God. Everything is already just out there. Don't go on YouTube. I'm surprised people I'm saying don't go on YouTube, and here we are on YouTube. But I literally opened my YouTube this morning, and you were talking about Charlie, Emergency Awesome. Yeah. He's already got a post-credit scene breakdown of it, and it's showing. And I'm like, come on, man, it's opening day.
Ooh, Charlie. You know what? I get wanting to beat everyone, right? And and his review came out day before the embargo. And maybe they let it up because it's very positive.
And that's the thing is, I think they're trying, they're wanting people to know about these bonuses so they get them into the seats and trying to build more momentum for box office. Considering
the projection's not so good. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's my belief that, I don't even want to mention that video. Well, a certain video that spoiled certain things they would have released next week.
Yeah.
If they were going to have a big box office opening. But, all right, so Orny or OnRU is going tonight at 6:30 p.m. Central. Yes, and thank you for including Central. Not enough people include time zones. So at 7:30 my time and 4:30 your time? Yes, 4:30 Mike's time.
That's the same. I will be watching it with my friends at that same time.
Nice. Yes.
That'll be my second viewing of the day today.
That is awesome. Forgotten Tales of Attorney says, anyone bringing their fave figure with them? Evelyn Classics is coming to the theater to watch with me. I did not. We were given figures at the premiere, but I didn't. But I have seen images like someone bringing the Nicholas Galatzine core He-Man, right? The first ones. And
I had my little Mighty Masters He-Man with me in my suit jacket at the premiere. But that was
nice. I do have I don't have Mighty Masters He-Man, but I do have Skeletor because one day I want to do a post. This is the right size for the collector. The collector, the cartoon collection, Origins collector?
I have that thing right here.
Yeah, that thing was huge in the cartoon. It's sized down, but it's perfect scale for this little guy. So I want to do some photos eventually down the line. Yes, I did. I paid too. Edward Scissorhands. I'm so pumped. Oh crap! I've seen Dazed and Confused over 80. Not in the theater though, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've seen Happy Gilmore probably 230 times. I love Happy Gilmore.
Exactly. We all have, I've seen Predator 2 a ton of times.
I mean, I've seen Avengers over 100 times. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it over 100 times, but what a great movie. Infinity Saga.
Literally, I come home from work and my wife is watching. She's in love with Chris Evans, by the way. She just yelled from the other room, Winter Soldier. My wife's watched Winter Soldier probably 500 times. I shit you not. She's obsessed with Chris.
So she's bought you a Captain America costume.
She's like, I'm not obsessed. Yeah, she's not obsessed, but she loves Chris Evans.
Yeah, it's funny. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. So Alex Moore says I saw it in IMAX. That's nice. Lancashire route. IT engineer. Our IT engineer in the house. That's the one I could go with here. Great movie to watch. Popcorn, yellow striped smile. Nice. Except I bet if you get a bucket, you don't put it in the bucket. Even this with the Skeletor cup. When my wife got it for me, I asked them, can we put the soda in a regular cup? She said, yeah, no problem.
So I got this guy last night.
Nice.
And I used it. Look, it's still soda remnants in there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to use it, especially after the popcorn premiere box, has all these butter popcorn stains.
I ended up picking up this bucket too. So I picked up this bucket.
That one I like. Is that soft rubber?
I didn't realize the eyes glow. So that's what I was like, what? His eyes glow? Oh,
yeah.
I'll take it.
Is that soft rubber too? Does that feel like an action figure?
No, that's hard plastic.
Okay. So it might be a different company from this cup. Yeah, but the eyes do glow. I saw that when they were previewing it at CinemaCon. So freaking awesome. Wait. Okay, the second viewing, my son, who was with me, spotted the secret character Knight said in the background. Yes.
Yep.
So we did an article on that. If you want to find out the secret character to look for, just go on HE-MANIA.com. It is an actual character. People saw that article and immediately thought it was like a drawing or a painting. No, it's an actual character in prosthetics, and keep an eye out for it. Eugenia said, I saw the movie yesterday and it was amazing. Great. Now you just have to go 89 more times this weekend. We need a number one movie. We need to beat Scary Movie. Third Gunman. Speaking of Skeletor, I loved how the red eyes moved. Yes, it was subtle and awesome. Yes.
Even getting bigger and smaller at some points too.
Yes, that was Travis Knight, guys. And they didn't, that was the thing. They weren't worried about making something practical, or it was practical effects, but more, not modern, but more realistic. Kind of like Spider-Man in Civil War. When Spider-Man finally debuted in Civil War, they had the decision to see if they were going to make Spider-Man's eyes on his mask emote, and they do emote, just like Deadpool, right? Yeah. It shouldn't emote. It's just a rubber, but it does emote. And of course, logic dictates it shouldn't, but it does. And same thing with Skeletor. So glad that it did, that it just went that way, So back in the day, 10 years ago, people were afraid to do that. I don't know why.
Yeah. I mean, look at Spider-Man in 2002 or whatever it was, the first Spider-Man. Green Goblin, they had that prosthetic mask that would have been really amazing to see. Amazing.
Comic book accurate, 100%.
They put just plain old mask that didn't even move.
Yeah, that was a frustrating. Doc Ock nailed it, but that Green Goblin could have been a dream come true. Mossman Sean, did you see the interview with Alison Brie where she said that Jared would come to the rehearsal with his face covered in blood to appear more menacing while filming? I'm making sure I read this thoroughly because we're going to put this on the podcast network. I didn't see that, but David, you were shaking your head. Yes, you saw it.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, it wasn't like they were doing the dots on his face to capture. I guess he legitimately would paint blood on his face so that they would have something to react to. So he was scary looking, and instead of putting all the dots on or a green mask.
Wow, we need to see those. Hopefully, they don't stray from those behind the scenes. You know, at least on the physical media, the 4K disc. Because it'd be a really shame if we don't see Jared Leto do these performances, you know, without the CGI, you know, just a little at least. I mean, it would be really a shame that they keep him totally out of the behind the scenes footage as well.
But this is also the same reason people don't like him, because he's weird like that. And
yeah. He just went full method. He just ripped the skin off instead. That's what it was.
But that's why I thought he was perfect. You know, Mike made fun of me, rightly so. We had an assignment on the Attorney of Four podcast where it was like, pick, you know, we realize He-Man and Skeletor is casted, but pick, you know, do a fan casting, right?
Yeah,
and then
cast the cast.
And I actually, yeah, that's exactly what Mike said. Yeah. And Jay was like, man, you don't understand the assignment, you know? And I understood the assignment. And I did mention William Dafoe, like it would have been wild to see, you know, him as Skeletor. But then I went back to Leto because I just saw him as the Joker with that sort of fluid, kind of quirky ass movements. And I'm like, that's horrible for the Joker. But for Skeletor, he's such an oddball that I thought Jared would be perfect for it. And it turned out, you know, at least on that, to be true. And
oh yeah, he nailed it.
Yeah. Oh, we got the girthy guitarist in the house. Can you do Brian May songs? You know? Girthy guitarist? Saw it last night. Theater was packed, minus a few seats in the row. It was fun, had some good laughs, and some good action. And Girthy Guitar says may go again tonight, but many screens sold out. Nice. I don't understand how this is underperforming when I see the audience showing up in my area in the Midwest.
Yeah, I'm curious to see the crowds today. I'm curious. You know, I'll be going to 2 of the afternoon showings in my area, so I'm curious to see how full they are.
Let's hope, guys, that it's more of this older generation, right, that doesn't buy tickets in advance, and actually just a lot come out because, you know, they look when they gauge, you know, what the box office projections are, they do look at pre-sales as part of that number, and maybe that they've totally not factored that, you know, there's so many old school fans out there that are just going to go the old way, just buy their tickets when they get there. And maybe Masters of the Universe hopefully just surprises everyone.
Might just be like, oh, it's Friday night. You want to go see a movie? Sure. Let's see what's playing. They don't even know what's playing, right? And then they see it and they go, okay, let's go check it out.
Ryan says he saw Rambo Last Blood 7 times in the theater. Last Blood? I haven't seen Last Blood, guys. I don't know.
You never seen Last Blood?
I saw the Rambo reboot. Not reboot.
The Rambo 4 was just Rambo.
Yeah, where the graphic violence was.
Yes, that's the last one I saw.
Oh, the graphic violence in that one, man. Woo!
Last Blood. I mean, it's a good movie, but 7 times, man, that's crazy.
Hey, you must be a Rambo fan.
Yeah, that's.
It's not crazy. Don't listen to him, Ryan.
How many times did you see First Blood in the movie theater? I was like 6.
Yeah. It's not crazy, Ryan. Don't listen to Mike. He doesn't mean to be judgmental. He was just born that way.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm judging you based on me going 6 times to see this.
Well, you said, but Rambo? That's crazy.
Hey, there's Rambo, guys. You're right.
Look, I was more an Arnold fan than a Stallone fan. So I didn't see any of the Rambo movies in the theater. But there's other people that were the opposite, you know? So I don't begrudge them, man. I made sure I saw every Schwarzenegger film I could.
I can only imagine, like, Star Wars people, how many times did they go see Episode 1 in the theater? And you know, when it first came out after 30 years or whatever. And even like Twilight and all this stuff. There's these girls that probably went and saw Twilight probably 12 times at the theaters.
Yeah.
See, it was weird for me because I wanted, like, I like the Arnold movies and everything, but in the UK, they're very strict on the age ratings and going to the movies, because it's like over in the US, we do like the PG, PG-13, an R, and even if it's an R, you can still technically take younger ones in there as long as you're 17 or older. In the UK, if we just have UPG 15 and 18, so if you were 13 or 14 and you wanted to go see like Terminator 2, which was like a 15 rating, you weren't allowed to see it, even if you went with an adult. They wouldn't. They did that with the first Spider-Man movie. I think Spider-Man was rated a 12, and nobody under 12 was allowed to see the Sam Raimi one until the World Cup came and they realized nobody was going to the movie theaters, and then they created an entirely new rating called the 12A, which became like PG-13, where if you wasn't 12, you could still go see it with an adult.
I remember when I went to Germany, I was just so surprised with the nudity everywhere. Actually, even at night, sometimes they would stop local programming, and then they would just, they would loop topless mermaids just swimming. And I was so young, and I loved it, obviously, being so young. But yeah, they're very, we're okay. Our parents were okay with us seeing people killed, but don't show us nudity, to our kids. They're the other side.
Yeah,
they don't mind
the opposite.
Yeah, nudity, but don't show us violence.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was quite a culture shock going over there. Warren says, when I see a Marvel or DC movie, I assume, try not to look at Facebook or YouTube till after films. Yeah. You have to, right? This day and age. Mike, I was mentioning before to David, there were two people I had to delete their posts in the HE-MANIA Facebook group. One has been a member for a long time, has done a lot of posts, and then posted some spoiler stuff. And then the other one just joined just to post the spoiler stuff. And then I checked his profile, and it was a public profile, and there was nothing Motu related at all. It just looked like he enjoyed spoiling things for people. So
I love those people out there.
Yeah, I saw Star Wars episode 120 times in
episode 1 20 times.
Oh, okay. It does look kind of close, especially if it's all right. I did see Star Wars episode 1 20 times in theater. Wow. With lots of different friends over that summer.
Yeah.
Are you a girthy guitarist old enough where you're saying in 77? Or are you saying when it came out, the special edition? I'd be curious.
No, episode 1 would have been, what was that?
Oh, damn it. That's right. A New Hope is episode 4.
1999.
Oh, I hated that movie. I went out opening night for that one. So excited.
The trailer made it look so good.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, I went to go, I don't even remember what movie it was, but I went to a movie just so I could see the trailer, and I was pumped.
Darth Maul, man, I was pumped. Yeah. And then afterwards, I was still like intelligent enough to say, why wasn't Darth Maul your Darth Vader for the new trilogy? Right. And then at the end of the third movie of your prequel trilogy, Darth Maul and Vader fight, right? And then Vader becomes the true number one. I mean, it would have been epic, but instead he gets killed off and he's hardly on screen. Ugh, so frustrating. The third gunman says Motu will be my first multiple viewings. Oh, that's awesome. It's that good. Yes. Yes. He's probably watching it now. Dario JL Sound says I'm about to watch it in 15 minutes. When was that? 10:43.
just a bit behind.
Just a bit behind. Yeah. Oh, Tara Hawk says, hey, bozos. I think he's referring.
This is who I was finally getting to, Tara Hawks. Man, I remember when I said, oh, that's Tara Hawks? That was that long ago.
Hey, I take bozos as a compliment. You ever see Bozo the Clown? He's awesome. What's up? Oh, is that a scary movie thing? Beastman, Warren says Beastman made me jump in 7.1 surround sound at my local cinema. Nice. Terrahawks. Okay, so this is what Mikey was saying. Boring movie. Hey, look, it's not for everyone. So Oh, he keeps talking too.
Yes, exactly.
Trash movie. Okay. Now this is one of those people that.
And that's what you're like. Oh, be nice, Mike. Like, really, you don't have to.
All right.
Like, you know.
I apologize, Mike. I apologize. Yeah. I still got nothing but love for you, but come on, dude. You know, like we get it. All right, you don't like the movie. Move on.
Exactly.
This is there's better ways to spend your time. Go to a live stream of a movie you do like. Talk about that. Kevin O'Keefe, haven't seen it. Is IMAX worth it? I haven't seen the IMAX, but I think the movie's worth it.
Definitely see it in a high, what do they call them? Like a premiere format. Like go to the Dolby, go to what was it, RPX, go to IMAX, like see it in a premiere format, because it's definitely, the sound and action is worth getting it in the. I love the Dolby. You get that full Atmos sound going around you, and the screen. You know, they show you, they go, this was black, and it's like, poof, and it gets super dark, and it's like, this is black.
Yeah. Nice. Spider-Man 121 movies. Hi, AJ. Watching it a third time tonight and taking a friend. That's awesome. That's awesome. Take as many people as you can. Just invite them all. This can bring me back to the beginning of the podcast. Mike, I had introduced David as a hobo I met on the street, living in a box, and he was wearing a Masters of the Universe shirt. And I said I just brought him on. Speaking of that, Mike, this Masters of the Universe shirt, man, I really dig this logo. This is like the Hot Topics one.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm really surprised they didn't go with something like that for the movie, you know?
That's a Hot Topic, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
There's a Hot Topic in that mall. Maybe I'll have to chop in there.
Let's see. Oh, he got that cup too. Must be talking. Oh, maybe he's talking about Mikey's cup or my cup. Not sure. All right.
The cool thing with this, and I'm going to ask him today, can I just buy the different toppers? Because first off, this is really cool. Check this out.
That is a cool.
That's
like
oh, my Hallmark doesn't even do that. No, my Hallmark one does not open up.
Right. So definitely, and I think the lenticular on this is just done really well.
Oh, I thought you were repeat.
Oh,
yeah.
Hi, buddy. What?
Do you need? I know you had a split in 90 minutes. Are you still good, John? David? I keep calling David John. I got Emerald Knife photos in the head for some reason, and I.
It's a one bucket, dude.
All right, so Girthy Guitarist, real IMAX is huge film with 4:3 screen. Yeah, you know what's nice is when they do film it in IMAX, they sometimes show it on.
He's trying to steal off of it.
Trying to steal his popcorn bucket for anyone listening.
Race call.
So what's nice is like on Disney Plus, they would show like Captain America: Brave New World. You could watch it in IMAX as well, and it changes the ratio, which is really neat. So,
cool.
Yeah. Have you guys? The Odyssey? The tickets went up sale yesterday, and they actually put on their website. They play the trailer, but you can actually click on all the different settings between IMAX.
That's awesome.
IMAX, so it actually changes so you can see how the resolution plays out.
It makes me wish that Masters of the Universe was filmed that way. The movie was very good. I'm 44, so Get Lost Games. Nice. Alex from Facebook, I've managed to get some US merch in the UK, so I'm very happy. I'm also doing a Motu part of a con in August with currently 4 of main cast members as He-Man. That's awesome.
Is that, I think that's, I just saw the con. Dang it. It's not the Los Amigos, is it?
I forgot this.
There's a convention.
Yeah, where they're having like Spikor and stuff. Everyone that lives in the UK there. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it could be. Alex also says, hey, Mike, just joined back, has had a call. Been great talking via Instagram. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Girthy guitarist. I got the sword in my old-fashioned. I got the sword in my old-fashioned from the theater bartender and got my son the power sword drink cup. Nice. My 12-year-old was mad on seeing it, but I took him to back rooms last week, so he went to Motu last night. There seems to be that trade-off, man. It looks like, guys, that unless we can change things, and I believe it, we have the power. Backrooms will be number 2 behind Scary Movie.
Is Girthy Guitarist actually Kenzo?
Okay.
Los Amigos convention is actually next week, so it's not Los Amigos; it's a different one. I'm wondering if it's if she put
Okay. Let's see. So, I'm going to mute you for one second.
Fine.
There.
Yeah,
All right. So we got Bam Bam saying, my 10-year-old loved it. By the way, his generation had CGI He-Man. That's awesome.
That was a great show. I was really not liking the look when they showed that. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? And man, I again went in with zero expectation and came out actually really liking that version.
I really like it too.
Haven't watched it.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
CGI.
No. Maybe that was Jay. No,
Someone
I don't know.
hasn't watched it, and I told him I don't know who it was.
No, I enjoyed it. It's still not my preferred version. You know, there were so many lore changes, but yeah, I thought it was very good. I like it better than New Adventures, even though I love the idea of New Adventures. I think it's an excellent idea. It just wasn't executed as properly as it needed to be. Like, have you guys seen the Filmation New Adventures animation models where Filmation pitched to do the New Adventures of He-Man? No, you haven't? Okay. They're amazing looking. And just looking at those, I'm like, oh, imagine if Filmation did the same.
Wasn't that supposed to be the hero son of He-Man? When they first start with it?
Maybe. I would have to look back at the old files. So we have Marco Vina in the house. Hey guys, I just opened the chat, so I don't know what's going on exactly, but movie's doing really bad at the box office. So I bought 6 tickets and gave away 3 of them. I'm going to watch it 2 more times. Yes. Doing your part, Marco. Yeah, I mean, obviously only, buy tickets within your financial means, but whatever you can do, bring your friends, bring your family, see it multiple times. Any way you can impact, give back. I mean, how many years have we been waiting? 39 years for a new Masters of the Universe movie, 44 years for some would say a proper Masters of the Universe movie. This is our one chance. What was it saying from the Goonies? This is our time, right? This is our time. And this is the one time to make an impact if we can. And if not, just freaking enjoy the hell out of it. And then you could look back at this moment fondly, because I went to the 87 movie in the theater, but I only went once. I got taken, it's not something, Yeah. But now we have the power, Mike, to go to get a whole row and really make an impact. Third Gunman says it's fortunate because a lot of people are not going, really feel the heart and soul of this movie, from the toys to Filmation, the first movie, 2000X. This was for us. Yes, yeah. I agree. Marco says to save it, every Motu fan should buy 1 extra ticket, actually. Yes, if you can afford it, absolutely. But try to bring someone, not just, and just give it away. We need to save this. We need a sequel. If we can get a sequel. We can do it. What was that, Rob Schneider?
There was a guy, yes, we can do it all night long. There was a guy as I exited the theater last night with the little iPads asking for reactions. He's like, would you like to give your opinion of the movie? And I'm like, I would love to give my opinion of the movie. And so, of course, I gave it high ratings. I turned to everyone. I'm like, everyone's giving this a high rating, right? And they're like, yeah. And so then the guy asked me, and of course, I tell him, I'm like, yeah, I'm actually a little bit of a crazy fan. Like, I ran a con that's about Masters Universe, and I showed him the Motuniverse account. And the guy all of a sudden became he was like, oh, no way, and started following, and we started chatting. I asked him if he could help me get a sword, but I guess he works for some third-party company, not AMC.
Okay.
But I go, oh, I'm going to be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock and 4:30. And he's like, oh, I'll be here. I'll see you tomorrow.
But you know what? You probably like deleted your survey. You know what I mean? You're trying to survey average fans.
Right.
Yeah. But
it was, actually, the survey cracked me up because it wanted to know if you're like a pet owner. It had like some really weird questions towards the end there.
It's wild. They really go in depth with demographics to figure out what kind of like, you know, not just for this movie, but all different movies, you know, what appeals to what type of fans. And yeah. I guess they wanted to see if Battle Cat Cringer, you know, attracted a lot of people to, I don't know. So
that's what, I was because I even said that out loud. I was like, wow, you guys want to know if I'm a pet owner? And this lady says, because probably of Battle Cat. And I was like, oh, yeah.
So Dale Bentley's in the house. Good to see you, Dale. I went on Wednesday in the UK and it was a packed house. It was a packed house. Marco says, by the way, my 12-year-old son said it's the best movie he's ever seen. Wow.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. So hopefully you've created a fan for life.
Like now go buy him all the core toys and get him sucked in.
Seriously. I wonder how they are selling. We're going to, I guess, find out there, you know, down the road. Girthy Guitarist. I think Scary Movie 6 is a Friday night teen movie. Not sure it'll be number one Saturday and Sunday. Hopefully dads take kids this weekend. I think it'll be number one, guys. Actually, yeah, we had early projections. A lot of people were not upset. I created that article where it was like, should we be worried? You know, and Scary 6 movie. There was all these different, we're just talking, Mike being polled, are you a pet owner, right? There was all these like survey measurements, and Scary 6 was beating Masters of the Universe in all the measurables. So I really don't think it's just going to be a Friday thing. I really think it's going to take number one. But at least, you know, I want a good showing for Masters of the Universe financially. I mean, if it could hit 40 million at least, right? Versus they're saying right now 25 to 35, I think it's been predicted. So, and I hope worldwide it does really well. It sucks that France, it didn't get a release, you know?
That's kind of crazy, man. I feel bad for France. That's
yes. Yeah, I think I would like travel to the UK just to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how easy it is. I think with the European Union, I'm not sure.
They got trains going all over.
It goes under.
But it's different countries, right? So it's not like our states, Mike. You know what I mean? So
well, no, but yeah, I mean, I took the train. My wife and I, when we were on our honeymoon, we went from. Oh no, I guess we flew out of Paris. We flew from Paris to Germany, but then we took the train from Germany to where did we go? Where did we go on the train from?
Wow, don't remember your own honeymoon.
It was like 8 years ago, man. That was a while ago.
8 years ago. What's your name, honey? We got married more than 8 years ago.
No, we took. Oh, I guess most of the train was Italy.
Like 6 years.
No.
2019.
2019. So 7 years ago.
Just say yes, dear. Sorry, honey, and I love you. And you are right. I am wrong.
Yeah, we flew into Frankfurt.
And then we flew into Rome from there.
Ooh.
And then we flew to Rome, yeah.
Nice.
Trained it up until we flew back to Munich.
Right. Yeah, we took the train. But again, I don't know. If you're in France, I feel like you can take the train somewhere.
Well,
like across borders to go into the country.
I would imagine. Well, things changed with the European Union, and then some countries backed out of the European Union. But it was supposed to make travel easier. They became more like the United States for a while, but I'm not sure anymore. So, Forgotten Tales of Eternia. There are 2 showings in my remote Colorado mountain town, 4 and 7, and I think I'm going to watch both tonight. Nice, with Skeletor and Evelyn classics on my tray. I've waited so very long for this. Blade. Nice. Skeleton and Evo, I guess Skeletor from Classics. People are bringing their classic figures. I got to bring Granomir. Pop him on my head.
Do I bring Randor and just have him chill on my chest?
Chill. Yes. Yeah, maybe.
Or the royal family. Everyone's
the royal.
What the hell?
can't believe you waited to get those figures.
I know. It sat in my pile of loot for a long time.
Oh, okay. The good old pile of loot. Third Gunman. I cried multiple times for multiple reasons. For the context and just because I was watching a proper He-Man movie. Yeah, this is really a proper He-Man movie. Oh, and at the end, if I challenge, especially a lot of people. But yeah, I challenge people not to like. I've teared up once by the end of the movie. So it is amazing just to watch it. It feels unreal, right, guys? It feels like still seeing it. Doesn't it feel kind of like I can't believe I'm seeing this, even though it's multiple times? Or
right, especially now that it's like it's out. Like
yes, today's the day. It's officially out. Everything else was early screenings. Eugenia says, I love this movie so much. I even bought some of the overpriced merchandise at the theaters. That's how they get you, man. They're like, we know you're excited. Look at all these goodies.
Spent quite a bit for sure. I mean, I have 3 different popcorn buckets. I never expected. Like, I was like, "Oh, I'll get the gray skull." No, once you see it, it's like, okay, gotta have it.
I saw Mike come in with the Motu shirt. Another sucker. And if I was like a better employed, I would have been the same way. So unfortunately, no. But I'm hoping that down the road I'll be in a better financial situation, and then maybe I find it cheaper. For all the people that for the extras they didn't sell, or for people that have buyer's remorse at some point. Or I have like too much junk and I got to thin some.
And if anyone can find a sword zipper, please reach out to me via Instagram, because that's the one I can't find and can't get, and it's driving me crazy.
Yeah. I wonder what you should look on eBay, see what it's going for. I'm sure some people are selling them. Gen X Movie Guy says the Skeletor cup that feels like rubber is called the Gripper Cup. Thank you. That's usually only made for the big movies. So this is called the Gripper Cup. Nice. But what is really a nice extra benefit is it feels like an action figure. It literally feels like the plastic used for an action figure. So for other movies, maybe that doesn't mean anything, but because it's Masters of the Universe, a franchise born from action figures, it gives that extra special meaning. Jared, he is Skeletor now, according to Mossman Sean. You know what? I love Frank Langella, but there is no comparison now. After watching, we got Skeletor finally on screen. There is no, you could look at maybe Spikor, and some people can argue, that's Spikor, but that was a different interpretation, right? With Skeletor, we got Skeletor, baby. Ugh, so good.
You don't even want to know what these are going for. It's insane.
Like 100, 200?
130.
Wow. Yeah.
125 I'm seeing. The lowest I've seen is 80.
That's how they know. The scalpers go
but
in
it has
and know
$30 shipping. Like
the scalpers buy them all up, and then they sell them. Especially with the UK,
70.
Especially with the fans in the UK that unfortunately can't buy it locally.
Right.
So some will buy those inflated prices. They think this is a chance of a lifetime, right? Once in a lifetime event. They want to participate, and they'll pay the money, and
like I wouldn't mind paying, $20 more or something like that. That's fine. But Jesus, like $130 for what is it, a $40 drink cup?
I imagine it will go down, Mike, if you wait. If you could just find it. And it's hard as a collector, as a fan, you're so excited, you want it now, But I imagine if you just wait.
Just wait. Yeah,
just wait.
On there. Buyer's remorse kind of thing, yeah.
Cowabunga, dude. I would still like to see what Nick Cage would have done with Skeletor. Leto did great, though. I love the movie.
Nick Cage would have probably been
Can anyone do his voice? Nick Cage? Yeah. I'm like, dude, I can't,
I've actually been meaning to watch that Spider Noir show. I haven't even had a chance to watch that.
Oh, yeah. That looks so good. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Definitely. Mike asking about Phantom Menace, theatrical viewings. I saw it 34 times theatrically. That's a personal record.
Star Wars fans are, that's next level, man. The Star Wars fans.
I came out so pissed out of that movie. I was there opening night.
34 times. My God, you must have been gone for like 2 weeks straight.
So I was there opening night, not the Wednesday. If there was a Wednesday screening, I think at the time there was only still midnight screenings on Thursday, but I was there Friday, and I was so excited for the movie, and I came out so disappointed and so jaded that I skipped Attack of the Clones.
No, I had to be longer than that. So I'm doing some crazy basic math. So if you went 34 times, that means you had to have gone and seen it 2.4 times a day. So obviously that's not the case. So...
Well, remember, there was also, it came back to theaters as well, right? And didn't they convert that to 3D? I think they did a 3D conversion for Phantom Menace.
Did they?
Yeah, and it did pretty well, but not enough to justify the whole trilogy to do a 3D conversion.
I mean, talk about, I'm glad they didn't do that with this, It's like when they did Avatar in 3D and everyone started jumping on that bandwagon and they did the Clash of the Titans and they changed it to 3D and it didn't look anything as good as Avatar, and everyone was like, what is this?
I have a 3D television that's just collecting dust. Guardians of the Galaxy was great.
Nice.
And James Gunn, he filmed it, even though it was a conversion and not with 3D cameras, he filmed it with 3D in mind. So I wish everyone could see it, especially on it. I tell you, when you watch it on a home screen, it really pops. It's almost like, watching a movie, well, at home, right? The colors really pop versus some movie theaters. Yeah. And the fine line and the separation of 3D is so crisp that it's like you're looking into a diorama box that you used to make in a shoebox as a kid, for school. And it's amazing. Girthy Guitarist says, I'm 46.
1980, baby.
Dude, I'm wearing that same shirt.
It's got to be yours. This is custom Broman right here.
Oh, okay.
It's
David, do you have a shirt on?
I just got the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it must be. Yeah, this shirt then.
Probably your shirt.
Yeah, it is a cool shirt.
The Hot Topic. Yeah, now I want to go buy Hot Topic and look for that.
Mikey. Poor Mike. Well, he's got an endless wallet supply, man. Good for you. I just bought 15 buckets today, and now I'm going to go to Hot Topic.
Just looking, we missed the sword sippers by like an hour because Regal Shop was selling all their merch.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah,
they sold not online. You mean there? Yeah. Sight Beyond Sight. I was able to get my hands on a Castle Grayskull popcorn bucket. Nice. Sandy K. Martin. I'm so excited for my showing tonight in Alberta, Canada. You should go with Jay. Well, where's Alberta? I don't know. Maybe you'll see Jay.
Close to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Jay's East Coast, and Alberta might be the middle. I think so. Yeah, I think the Predator movie, what was that called? Prey was filmed in Alberta, I believe. Alex Moore says, I messaged Mike about it. I'm Alpha of Eternia. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. Jason Jones said, my popcorn buckets are stuck in Olathe, Kansas, the Bermuda Triangle of FedEx. Yeah, I've had packages that got stuck there for days. And they're like, just wait it out. And they eventually got to me. So I would just say, wait it out. Mossman Sean says, wow, crap, we are so behind, 20 minutes behind. I also enjoyed the CGI He-Man series as a modern take on it for kids to enjoy. Yep, I liked it too. So, Melted Copper says, Skeletor got his face melted in the cartoon. If that was in the movie, Leto haters could love that moment. Yeah, with the acid, you mean? Yeah, I actually prefer the one in Revolution where it was magic. The Havoc staff, it was that actually destroyed his face versus the vial of acid. So, why would he throw a vial of acid too? Yeah, I don't know. That was one part I thought was kind of weak. But they're like, okay, how do we make a problem with his face? Acid, right? So he throws it. Of course, the shield blocks it and somehow sends it back, but acid would still. Well, whatever. Never mind. But yeah, the Revolution. I thought was perfect for Keldor because it also adopted both origins. Because Skeletor always believed he was a demon. And Hordak wiped his memory and put that demon origin in there, just like he wiped Force Captain Adora's memory as well. So that's very Hordak thing to do, to make you believe something else, to sort of wipe your mind. I thought, oh, Kenzo's in the house. Good to see you, Kenzo. I heard your son liked it. That's awesome. Melted Copper, I might see this in the same theater I saw the first one in 1987. Wow. Somehow that theater is still around. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know if that theater is still around for me. I remember that theater. It was a 3 multiplex showing, which was a big deal because it had 3 theaters, not just one.
I saw the original 87. They were called Century Theaters, and they were these big domes. And I used to say it was Spider-Man because the way the dome was built, you could see all the beams, and they looked like spider webs.
Oh.
They're right by the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. So,
and how many theaters did that have?
It was 3. Like, it was weird. They were like domes, so there was 3 domes right near each other, and each theater
was 3 theaters max as well, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but they were their own building in a sense because they were separate domes. It
was funny that I remember seeing some movies in a single theater. It was this the days of the multiplex.
It's like the Chinese theater. You just go in and
Yep. Alex Moore says the guy with the YouTube premiere video was Lucas Pilizzaro. Okay, not sure what you're referring to. YouTube premiere video, but Joe Marcus in the house. French people should go to Belgium. There's an idea. Closer and be dubbed in French. Closer and dubbed in French. Okay. Hopefully you guys.
I think you could take like the train to the Netherlands or something. Like, I know when I first went to Europe, I took the train from Paris to Amsterdam. So it's possible to leave the country via train.
Mike, was that 8 years ago or 6 years ago?
No, that was like 28 years. No.
Oh, okay.
Not that long ago. 20 years
I'm just pulling your chain because your wife was teasing you. That's all. Spider 121 movies, hoping the word of mouth is good enough that has staying power. Yeah, we all wish that. But do you know what, guys? Don't hinge your enjoyment on that. Don't let, if it comes in third place, don't just enjoy this moment. Enjoy this. Don't worry about sequels. The one great thing that Travis Knight did is he really made a self-contained movie. And where you don't need, it would have been so horrible if it was a cliffhanger. Like right now we have a cliffhanger in Masters of the Universe Revolution, right? Mm-hmm. We have Despara that appears at the end, and it feels like a real cliffhanger. But here, even though we have end credit scenes, to me, it feels more self-contained. I'm
getting messages. I just started to interrupt, but I wanted to show. This was that guy Alex that said he was talking to me on Instagram. So he's a cosplayer.
Yeah, I shared one of his pictures.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he went to the UK premiere.
Nice.
So that's
nice. Yeah, I shared on HE-MANIA.com, I think, in one of the stories, I believe so. Let's see. Do you think 37 million plus would be a big success if they were saying 25 million only a few days ago? Well, it's an improvement, but we won't know until the movie. They say the rule of threes, right? They say it's $175 million budget, so it would need to score 3 times as much, really, to start earning a profit. And remember, guys, when you see like it grosses 37 million opening weekend, the movie studio does not get all 37 million. Usually 50%, as a rule, goes to the theater. Different countries like China, they take 75%. So, yeah. So the rule of threes. Warren says the Spotify Motu movie soundtrack is out today. It's epic. Yes. And were you guys?
Hopefully they do like a commemorative disc and then CDs. Like, I want all of it, right?
So without saying what tracks, were you guys bummed at all that there were some also contemporary tracks in the movie that were not included on the soundtrack? Were you guys bummed at all? Or did you not look yet? And I'm bumming you out now. Okay, yeah. So I was hoping, they have some songs that weren't composed by Daniel Pemberton, right?
Right.
That appeared in the, and some are related. Well, I don't even want to say.
Yeah, I know what you mean, though. Those aren't on the soundtrack?
No, they're not in the. Yeah, I thought. Yeah. So I realize now, in the days of streaming, you could just buy them individually, And I was also bummed. Mike, we were talking about it in the beginning. I was showing off the Revelation album, the LP.
Oh, nice.
Do you have this one, Mike?
I do not.
Oh, man,
is that Mondo makes that, right?
Yeah, Mondo makes it, and then this was the one where it's Castle Grayskull pop-up.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even think I've ever seen that. What?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
When did that come out?
Let me see. Revelation was 2021. I think it was 2022.
Wow.
So there's Skeletor with the power sword. So but the point is, I was hoping that the LP would come out for the soundtrack, and right now they're only offering an LP for the single.
Right, I saw it's like the two-sided, and it's Eternia on one side and the Darkness on the second side, or something. Yeah,
it's just a 33. Those small LPs.
Oh, well, that's like the old see, hear, and read size, isn't it?
Yeah. So I was hoping, and it's still possible they could release the entire thing. I mean, didn't they do that eventually for the '87 movie? They came out with a full vinyl release. Yeah. So, but I was hoping I was going to see that, but nope, it's just a single. So, Robert, I don't think we've talked to Robert today. Regal's from Facebook. Regal sold the slippers out in seconds this morning.
Wow.
Oh, sippers.
Yeah, I think meant sippers.
Yeah.
Unless they have Motu slippers, then damn, I need to get those too.
They did for Revelation, man. FYE.
Yeah, I remember.
Girthy Guitar says, I wonder how much merch money this will make. Stuff was flying off the shelf at my theater. Had everything: cat bucket, sword zipper, keychains, t-shirts. I agree. It'll make a lot. If Mike goes to every theater in the country, they're going to make $1 billion. Kenzo's Creations teared up 3 times last night. To Kiddo, absolutely.
I think it's the Kiddo, yeah.
Oh, the Kiddo absolutely loved this movie, which says a lot. He's 12 and couldn't care less
about Motu.
You speak, Kenzo. Kenzo.
I'm used to the typos, right? Between him and Jay, the typos.
Kenzo, man, I teared up too. It wasn't during the first time at the premiere, but I teared up. And I can't wait to talk about when. But yeah, it definitely happened. And it's just, you can't believe you're seeing this stuff on screen. Shirts are on the website. Oh, he's talking about the Hot Topic shirts. Yep. They're also sold at stores. Emerald Knight's in the house. Sup, dudes? John in the house. John, I'm so angry for you for not showing up at Mootuniverse. No, I'm just busting your chops. Seeing it twice and seeing it tomorrow. Excellent.
Seen it twice. Okay.
Seen it twice and seeing it tomorrow. Good work, John. You're back in our good graces. Make it number 1, John. It's funny. Well, never mind. Leto looks like Keldor anyway. Just add the blue. Yeah, Third Government.
There was a lot of people that expected to see Leto as Keldor.
Yes. Yeah, I actually created. Did you guys see my image a long time ago where I created Leto as blue in Keldor as Keldor?
Probably a long time ago. I remember seeing something like that. I didn't know it was.
Yeah.
You.
It was me. Actually, it was funny. I did this one video where, I was like, is it fate? And it showed Skeletor and has the name Leto and Skeletor. And my kid saw it and he thought it was the official video. once we talked about it, he's like, "Wait, you did that? I thought that was from the official." And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "That's awesome that you thought that." But I did that. So where's X here? Can I get on X and share real quick? Because X you could search better. Instagram, you just got to keep scrolling down and look for your image. It's not coming up. Never mind. I'll show you guys in chat. Shazam in the house. Saw it last night. Thought it was great. I really hope people get out and see it. I can't stop smiling about it. Music was incredible. Right?
Music was incredible. I'm telling you, if anything deserves to win like some awards, it's the score, because that song is just too epic. I don't know.
Aflo Designs. I love how He-Man is stuck on Earth with sensitive, weak-ass pussies and just wants to go home so bad. And he's nice to everyone, even though they're so weak and annoying. All right. What's nice is everyone was afraid about the Earth scenes being, pretty much being the large sum of the movie, and it really wasn't. It was only
very, very minimal.
Yep. Paul Rizzo says, I love this movie. I saw it twice on opening day and cried happy tears. Yes, all the tears are happy tears. I still can't believe this movie exists. Exactly, Paul. We feel the same way. Aflo Design says, saw it Wednesday, seen it in IMAX with all my homies. Nice. Nostradamus, when Adam reunited with his mother, tears. We saw that in the trailer. That's okay. So, we saw old Adam hug, I think, his mother somewhere. Ryan says, my 14-year-old that hates everything I do just because. All right. My 14-year-old that hates everything I do just because seems to have enjoyed this movie. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I think 14-year-olds are often
little rebel, like, oh, dad likes it, well, I don't like it then. But
yeah, well, some daughters too.
Yeah,
luck of the draw, my friend. Luck of the draw. That's awesome that he enjoyed it. That's good. After saying next week with my kids, this weekend is busy for my fam. So Aflo, just be careful, because after this weekend, I think it's going to be fair game for spoilers. So just be careful in regards to your fam. Nostra Thomas says Leto walked around looking like Keldor on the reg. Leto walks around looking like Keldor on the reg.
On the reg.
What does reg mean?
Regular.
Oh.
Come on, you have two young boys. What the heck?
I never heard him say reg. I mean, they taught me like
low key. That was totally like.
They taught me a lot of stuff, man, but I don't know the reg. What did they teach me? I forget now.
6'7".
6'7".
Oh, what was that dad joke? Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. All right. Awesome dad joke.
I always like the Grinch. He's like 8, 9.
Jim Carrey?
No, it was at some Universal Studios. Some kid went up to the Grinch.
I don't know that one. This movie was peak. I get that reference. So, hey, I'm a little like your wife's love, Chris Evans. I only know the old references there.
I got that one.
Yeah, with flying monkeys.
Yeah.
Eric's in the house. Good to see you, Eric. Saw it for a second time last night with my 15-year-old son. Man, I love how the actors really gave heart and emotion to their roles. Yeah, I thought the actors did a fantastic job. The one I was most worried about was Alison Brie. I still think someone like who do I keep seeing? Lena Headey would have been marvelous, but still, I have no complaints. Everyone did a great job. So we have RC the Penguin Gamer. Yes.
Emoji.
Emoji,
Hard eyes. Sword.
Castle.
Castle. Lightning. Is that lightning?
Yes. Or black cloud. I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be the lightning emoji, I think.
Paul, we are not talking spoilers yet. So today is the opening day, the official opening day for Masters of the Universe movie. I would give it to I would give it to even Sunday. Some people can't go. Like Mike, we just learned that someone's taking their 80-year-old father on Sunday, remember, for their birthday and stuff like that. So I would just wait till Monday. That's what
there's so many people already spoiling it. But yeah, I get it. Like, let's be
two wrongs don't make it right.
Okay, Dad.
Go to your room. The humor, the music, the action, great fun. Also surprised how the actors made it feel authentic. Yeah. You know, you could tell the actors were really in it. You know, they were down for doing the best Masters of the Universe movie they could be. And they definitely were not phoning it in. Oh, crap. Onryo says Rotten Tomatoes score down to 69%.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, we don't need to see your naked selfies. 69%. Damn it.
I was really hoping for that popcorn score to stay in the 90s, so that's kind of a bummer too.
How many reviews, Mike?
153 reviews for the critics and over 500 already for popcorn score.
I don't know how they could certify that fresh because those big movies usually end over 300. So you only have half your reviews. It could fall into a Rotten Tomato. Damn. Because what was it? It was 76?
76, yeah. That's crazy that it would drop so dramatically.
I reported on Wednesday.
All these haters coming out.
73, I reported on yesterday. And
the latest was 1 hour ago. Eric gave it a C.
Nice going, Eric, in our chat.
Wow. Eating stale popcorn served nearly 20 years now.
Oh, wow.
4 out of 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid, man. It's not even like I'm going to do another report day 3, and that will be, I guess, around tonight, dinner time, East Coast.
2 out of 5. Wow.
Jeez. All right. Eric says, I was lucky Mattel and MGM Amazon gave me advanced screening access Monday. Nice. It was cool. I felt like a VIP. That's cool. Yeah. Yes. That's awesome. RC, the Penguin Gamer. It's still fresh, though. Yep, it's still fresh. Hey, we got Mia in the house from X. Hi, my name is Nicole. I'm a big fan. Mia, so happy you joined us. So glad you're a big fan. Hopefully this movie is going to bring in a lot of more fans. So.
This is what cracks me up, though. Like,
yeah.
This is the guy, and, you know, just to kind of quote
RC with the win. He knows the dad
this
jokes.
This is the quote Mad Hatter, right? So Mad Hatter pointed out some guy that was talking. So this is the guy that just bombed on our movie, okay? So are you going to listen to this guy, or are you going to listen to fans? Like, come on now. What the heck?
I don't want to get looks into it. There are people that look like that actually are in the fandom. I saw them at Motuniverse. So let's not get judgmental about physical appearance. I don't want to go there. I got nothing but love. And I do believe that
all right, Superman.
I just
good in everybody.
I want to be like He-Man. But and I do believe there are going to be people who just aren't haters, but just didn't like the film, right? It's not going to be for everyone. And but I just hope it stays fresh. AJ being all unk today.
Yeah,
oh
exactly.
God.
Do you get that reference?
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know, guys. Well, go ahead. Tell me what unk is. Come on, Mike. Go ahead.
Unk is basically just a dude that doesn't get stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm being all unk today. You whippersnappers. you youngins.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Can't believe I'm being schooled by you gray-haired youngins.
There's a bunch of videos on like TikTok and stuff, and it's these older guys. They're like, "Am I an unk? Am I an unk?" And they're like questioning whether they're an unk because they like just don't get things. And it's pretty funny.
When I was young, they would just call people stupid. You with your fancy words, unk. What's this? All this sweating people all the time. Sweat comes out of your skin. Tease me, fine. Mia again from X says, I love Monster of the Universe. I'm a big fan. I know you meant Masters. And Mia is so great. And I love that you joined us from X. That's awesome. So, let's see. Still certified fresh yet. Ryan says, audience dropped to 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. Everyone get an account and give it 5 stars, even if you don't think it's 5. Lie through your teeth.
Positive review bomb it, right? And they do that to some movies. They'll review
lie. Say, best Academy Award winner 2026, or it'd be 2027, I guess, right? That's when they would announce it. Paul says, no problem, understood. I'm from Australia, and it opened 4th here. Okay, they already know. And I've seen many YouTube channels reveal all the spoilers. Not cool. I would be fuming if some clown ruined it for me. Yes, Paul, I'm with you. Later we'll talk about it, but there was a spoiler that came out that some people are like, I'm okay with it. You know what? It depends on the person. And for me, I would have been heartbroken. So, but yes, I feel very bad. I feel bad for the fans in France, and I feel bad for people who have had stuff spoiled. That really means a lot. They've really avoided it. It happened to me once that it broke my heart. Broke my heart maybe strong, but I was watching Daredevil season 2, and I was, a new episode broke, and I was like 2 days behind. It wasn't like, or maybe, no, you know what? They dropped them all at the same time, but I was like, it was 2 days after it was dropped. And then I see a scene of Punisher and the Kingpin in prison suits, in orange jumpsuits, talking to each other. And I'm like, I'm not there yet. I didn't know Kingpin was back. I knew Punisher was in the show, but I had no inkling Kingpin was back. And it frustrated me. So Eric says, man, I loved Allison's portrayal. I loved her playing it over the top, but also her subtleties in her eyes made me believe there was a lot going on in her head that might play out in the sequel. Yep. No, she definitely had some subtleties, and I was waiting for her to betray Skeletor. So that might happen, though, in the book that Mike never reads. But the Tila book that came out.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that one.
Let's see.
By the way, that reviewer just loves to track. Like, literally, I'm scrolling through his reviews, and 75% of them are rotten. So the guy, he crapped on Mario. He crapped on Ready or Not. They crapped on Project Hail Mary, which everyone liked Project Hail Mary. Oh, but he gave Hoppers a good review.
You're right. Hatter's critique of the critic was hilarious, and he is hilarious. And I love Hatter. And please don't anyone ever take that I'm disparaging. I just don't like when looks come into play. So because
I just thought,
because think about it, we're all a bunch of nerds. Of course. We are. We're geeks. We're nerds, and
can't help what you look like, right?
Yes, you can't help what you look like, right? So, Eric says, we're not all handsome like Hatter and yourself. Cut us some slack, Mike. There you go, Mike. What an ass. Right, guys? Kenzo says, I'm older than you, AJ, and I'm a certified unk. Oh, welcome to the club. I'm in the club with Kenzo. I love Kenzo's video where Kenzo does these are all my best friends I made at Motooniverse. And even that cardboard cutout of Kenzo and Tila became best friends, but not me and Kenzo. Nope. Nostra Thomas. Yeah, the unk is the cooler guy. that gets the younger vibe slang, etc. I'll admit, I'm an unk. Laugh out loud. I'm an unk too. What was that stuff? Yeah, I want to go back into the 60s where, what did I see Captain Kirk say recently? Buster. Yeah. He's like, look, Buster. And I'm like, oh, I want to bring back Buster. I'll give you a knuckle sandwich, you Buster. Joe from Facebook says the movie is like the Twilight series and exists outside of the reviews. Oh, Twilight Zone, maybe. Or Twilight. Oh, no, you mean the Twilight series. Okay, the people that love the property will watch it despite the negative reviews, and the people who have decided they don't like it will still not like it despite positive reviews. Yeah, well, we'll see. Yeah, could be the future for it. I mean, I hope I hope somehow it stays fresh, but it could be. Look, 87, the 87 film, that must be a Rotten Tomato. I mean, it existed obviously before Rotten Tomatoes, but I bet it's sitting there as a Rotten Tomato.
Oh, it is. It's got. I looked it up yesterday when I looked up Master Universe. It was like 27 or 28%. It's really low.
But I'll say this. That one, I understand how it could be a Rotten Tomato. And I'll preface it this way. I love Predator 2 more than Predator. Stop laughing at me. But I understand why Predator, the first movie, is so praised. In regards to its suspense, in regards to the whole way the movie is fashioned. I understand why one is rated higher than the other. And logically, it makes sense to me, even though for somehow Predator 2 just connects with me. I love him in the city. I love that. So in regards to Masters of the Universe 1987, I logically understand how that could be a Rotten Tomato. This new movie, I don't. I honestly don't. I don't understand how people could hate this movie. So can you guys logically see it or no? No? So,
I mean, I can see people nitpicking at it, but not enough. Like, again, I'm seeing people put a fan on here or a user.
Yeah.
Gave it 1 star. And I'm like, 1 star.
1 star? Yeah.
Like, there's just, I can't see it being a 1-star movie. You didn't have, basically 1 star. I feel like,
just no weights. Just that, I can say this, it's vague enough. Just that one action scene alone. You know what I'm talking about, guys? Yeah. Where the music changes gear. That's like, not to get your wife excited, Winter Soldier-esque. You know what I mean? It is just brilliant. And then I can't wait to do the spoiler stuff, like certain things, what he does to certain villains, you know, in regards to using like their attributes against them. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it gives me chills, man. Lemuria 3467. The movie already was certified fresh. That is not going to change. You need to get 75% with 80 reviews and Motu Dead. It's not going to change? I don't know. I mean, I guess, well, they use algorithms, right? And it's a predictive model. So that's why they give it certified fresh, but they still have like a half, it's the 50% reviews are in.
Yeah, it's at 159. So
so it can, at 69%, it could definitely drop under 59. I'd be curious, Lemuria, and I hope you're right, if anything has lost its certified fresh rating. I'd be curious about that. You got to ask AI, Mike or David.
Well, I just made I'm literally making a Rotten Tomatoes account right now to put my opinion in there. I'm doing my part. Well,
I gotta check. Or David, you gotta check it. Do you have your smartphone with you? Can you ask AI, Google, if a movie ever lost a certified fresh rating? I'd be curious.
Let's see.
Google will answer that. Nostradamus said, Skeletor was amazing. Eric says, Leto was such a surprise. He made Skeletor his own, but recognizable as an old Motu fan. Yeah, Eric, I agree. Eric, that's why I need to see behind the scenes footage. I need to see him doing the performance without the CG, you know, and without the extra reverberation, because I just want to see, he deserves the credit. Paul says, yeah, the ending of Rocky Balboa spoiled me in 2006. Some big mouth standing in line ruined it for me. I can never get that moment back. People spoil movies other than for others are douchebags. Yes, the people that purposely do it, I agree. I do believe there are some out there that don't purposely do it. They're so excited, and for some reason they just don't logically think that just because they saw it doesn't mean other people saw it. Those, you know,
the ending of Avengers Endgame was spoiled for me. I didn't really mind it so much because I kind of knew it was between two characters that was going to happen, but it was spoiled for me.
Well, oh, that would have killed me if Infinity War spoiled for me who died. Because I remember watching Infinity War, and I remember when Tony Stark got stabbed, that there was gasps in the audience, and we're like, "Oh my God, it's Tony that's dying!" But Tony somehow was able to ice himself up, and he was fine, even though he had that big blade in him. It made no sense. But at the time, there were gasps, including me, because we were all expecting someone to go, and at that point. It was only Vision that went, and so yeah. If it was spoiled for me, I would have hated that. AJ, I'm getting 8 picks with you next year. Yes, or 80 picks. That's right. And make sure you're dressed. I just want to caveat that they will be dressed picks. Mossman Sean, if you're on YouTube, you're automatically better looking. They just don't let anyone on here.
I mean, they let Jay on. I'm just kidding.
Oh, zinger!
And he's not here to defend himself. I feel bad.
Mossman, you're on next. You are definitely coming on next. Oh, Mike, you missed his comment in the beginning that I was so slow on too. That. He was like, I love the movie, but something broke my heart, you know? And
oh yes, I know.
And I know. And I'm like, dude, here's a link to StreamYard. What are you talking about? You know, how could you love this movie and still have a broken heart? Yeah. And then, but you know, and Dave's being kind because, you know, he knows exactly. And, but I'm the moron knucklehead that
went right over.
Ran right over. And then as I'm like messaging him, I'm like, oh, I'm like, Mossman Sean, you don't have to come on anymore. I mean, you're still invited. Eric says, I didn't appreciate Predator 2 as a youth, but as an adult, it was very cool. Yes, it aged like a fine wine. My apologies to Danny Glover. Yes, I agree.
Maybe I'll have to go back and watch it again because, yeah, I haven't watched Predator 2 probably since the late 90s, early 2000s. So,
dude, it is hardcore wall-to-wall action, especially the last 45 minutes of it. It's like Mad Max Fury Road. It just goes and goes and goes. And some of those things, like on the subway and...
The latest thing I saw come out of Predator 2 was all of the Predators dancing in the ship or something like that.
Oh yeah, well, Danny Glover was Danny Glover is a tall guy, taller than Arnold Schwarzenegger by like half a foot, and so Predators at the time they would do tall Predators, and so they needed someone taller than Danny Glover, and he was friends with the L.A. Lakers. So he got the LA Lakers to come and wear some suits. And there's some pictures of him online with, you know, the LA Lakers and then with the Lakers in the suits. And because those guys, the tall ones. And but then they did this dance video, which was amazing. It was amazing that they did that. Kenzo, be nice. I ain't gonna even say that. Laughing at Mossman Sean. The action and soundtrack is amazing. Yes, Eric, you're right. I was surprised. Yeah. Honestly, I'm going to confession, guys. When I first heard the soundtrack, I wasn't sure. I wasn't exactly sure when I was listening to it. I'm like, because I love the trailer music. And the trailer had the Filmation riffs, and it was more contemporary, right? But then after listening to the score just a little more, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And now it's like going to be the theme of Motu. It's the theme. People are going to get married to it. Anytime.
Is there anyone in the chat that knows how to leave a review? Like, I'm literally on my profile. I can't figure it out. I've been on my phone for the last 5 minutes trying to figure this out.
Ask Google.
I feel bad because I'm listening, but I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, where the hell do I leave a review?
Google has AI. As just say, how do I leave a review on Rotten Tomatoes? See what they say. Was there an answer for you, Dave?
Yeah, it says that a movie can lose its fresh rating if it drops below 60%.
But certified. Has there been any cases a movie can lose its certified fresh rating?
I believe so. It says Wonder Woman 1984 had a strong and earned a certified fresh badge, and then an influx of reviews dragged it down to 58%.
There you go, guys. There you go. David is the man that knows with his AI phone. There we go. There's an example. Wonder Woman 84 was certified fresh and then became a Rotten Tomato. So unfortunately, it can happen. So guys, fingers crossed, just be kind to your reviewers. If they live near you, do not threaten them. Be kind to your reviewers, and show them the way, show them the lights. Joe from Facebook says Princess of the Universe is a more fitting song for Motu than Highlander. I said what I said. Yes. That's why I was singing it in the beginning, right? Right, guys?
Yeah.
Here we are, born to be kings. We're the princes of the we're the he-maniacs of the universe. Third Gunman, yes. Can't wait for the spoiler conversation. We have so much to cover. Bet we do. Ryan confirms, according to AI, yes, a movie can lose certified fresh. Damn it, man. Damn it, Jim. Or damn it, Kirk. No, what?
Click on the star.
Yeah, it'd be damn it, Jim. I'm only a doctor, not a plumber.
Pool man.
I'm not a pool man. Damn it, Jim. I'm on YouTube. I'm handsome. I'm not Jay, like Mike said. I can't believe that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. Poor Jay. He's beautiful. We're all beautiful. There goes AJ again. We're all beautiful.
Right.
Okay. Oh, more people laughing at Mossman Sean. Poor Mossman Sean. Eric is now laughing. Everyone is laughing at the poor guy. Aflo Designs, man, this conversation is excellent so far, guys. Thanks, buddy. No, you know what? The conversation is you guys. You guys are making the conversation awesome. So, we realized and this one's going to go on Spotify and stuff. Realized yesterday, even though Jay was pushing us to the news, or at least I was realizing, Mike can talk for himself, that I felt like, oh man, we just need to focus on the community and not the freaking news of a mobile game. Because right now,
Jay also had work going on in the background, so he was he felt we needed to get through certain things for the show.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point. But you know what? We should have just tossed it all and just stuck to the chat. And that's why, this is so cool today, because today the movie's out. This is the early morning celebration. My coffee is cold. I'm going to drink some more. Oh yeah, don't worry, ma'am. I'm a cop. And I don't think he gives a shit. That was in Predator 2. That was awesome. I love that. Where, the Predator was in the bathroom. And she's like, Stan, I think there's someone in the bathroom. And he goes, don't worry, I'm a cop. And she goes, I don't think he gives a shit. I love it. I love it. Alex says, Mike, I've just done mine. Oh, so Alex knows the way. Oh, what is that on The Mandalorian? What's the phrase? This is the way.
This is the way.
Yes. And guys, Goonies, this is our time right now. Okay? Party like it's 1999. You guys know what's going on with the Rotten Tomatoes score. You guys know what's going on with the box office. I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want to say anything, but just celebrate it like it's not. It's the last year. It's of the century.
Yay.
Oh, you did? Nice. Nice. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. Do it. Paul says, do you think He-Man needed the furry shirts, classic belt, and fur at the top of his boots? That would have been cool.
No.
I think it could have worked. Not the tight loincloth like we see in Filmation He-Man, but longer. You know, I think it absolutely could have worked. I don't know why they didn't do it, but it's not a deal breaker for me. And once I have a 4K television, and guys, don't make fun of me, I will be looking underneath his loincloth to see if he has fur under there. Because sometimes he's spinning around. He has, but is it
just hair, AJ? It's just hair.
Just grown out. But is it leather? Is it leather pouch, or is it, did they go for fur underneath? Because who showed me? It was Alec showed me that under 2 of the 3 official Masters of the Universe movie figures, there was a furry loincloth underneath the kilt of He-Man.
Interesting.
Yeah. So he might be wearing it. Third Gunman says, I've enjoyed the morning talk mode with you all. Catch you all in the spoilers. Good journey, everyone. Good journey. Third Gunman. How long have we been running? Holy crap, 2.5 hours. Oh, and we're actually at the bottom of the chat. Did we catch up? We catched up. Nice. Nice. Nice.
I was going to say, I probably got to jump off here in a few minutes. Too.
Yeah, and David should have jumped off like 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, I just kicked him out instead. I said, go.
He's probably in trouble. Oh, yeah, Paul says, yes, the toys have the classic shorts and belt. You're right. So, and laugh out loud, Highlander. So, everyone, Paul, Eric, Kenzo, Alex, Mossman Sean, everyone making fun of poor Mossman Sean. Nostradamus, Grayskull Zombie, geez, I can't think of everyone. Mia from X, right? Everyone who joined us in the chat. I'm sorry I'm not mentioning everyone in their names. Ryan, Aflo Designs, everybody. It was so great for you guys to join us on such a celebratory day. That Masters of the Universe movie came out today after waiting 44 years for a proper movie. It's finally here. It's finally officially out today, worldwide. And so excited to celebrate this with Mike and David and with everyone here. And go see the movie. Go enjoy yourself. Don't worry about the box office. Don't worry about Rotten Tomatoes. Just enjoy the movie with your family, your friends. If you haven't seen it yet, stay off of social media. You could go on HE-MANIA.com, the website. I promise you, there will be no spoilers shown to you. You would have to click through and it will be evident. Community forum, we had a problem of someone posting some spoilers in a thread that wasn't for spoilers, so you might even have to avoid that. But other than that, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. This is a dream come true, guys. Show up in your furry loincloth. Show up with your...
What is going on here? I'm hitting post. Rotten Tomatoes is denying my 5-star review.
Controversy.
It's rigged. It's rigged.
It's rigged. Forgotten Tales Attorney says, thanks for the chat, guys. Get me psyched for today. Yes, we're all psyched. We're with you in spirit. Guys, I wish we could all be in a theater together. Oh, you know what? Guys, everyone who went to Motooniverse, it is freaking close to having an AMC with a screening. Maybe next year. We could all watch it together. But Kenzo's Creations, we were laughing with him, not at him. I don't think Mossman was laughing. I saw tear emojis. Yes, Eric says, with Grayskull Zombie says, go see the movie, people. Grayskull Zombie, so glad you're here, man. He joined. He always missed our lives, and now, man, he doesn't miss it. Love you so much. Love you, Eric. Love you, Alex. Official name for the He-Man skirt is the pierogies. Pierogies? Oh, it's pierogies. Can you guys pronounce that? What's the official name for the skirt? Maybe the P is silent.
I was going to say the P must be silent. It's Tarugs.
So it's not pierogies. Okay. Good journey from Melbourne, Australia, gents. Paul, good journey to you. Exciting times. Kenzo, AJ, just I can't pronounce. Perpetuating The UGG stacks. Guilty. Eric says feels like Motuniverse. Yes, Eric, it does. Dwight, good.
I did it.
Thank you for hanging out, Dwight.
Mine.
That's
5
good.
star.
That's good. We are proud of you that you figured it. You did a good job, Mike. You did a good job, you UGG. I did it. I figured out the app. See, if you had a kid, he probably could have showed you in like 60 seconds. You just do this and this and that. They were laughing about the YouTube handsome factor, I believe. And a Forgotten Tales, I'll be posting pics of me and my figs in the theaters on Instagram, same name. Yes, you know what? Tag me, tag HE-MANIA.com. I will put them in our story. That's awesome. All right, guys, do you have anything else you want to add before we sign off?
Can I do a shameless plug?
Oh, another shameful plug. Good journey, Alex Moore, sure. Even though David had to go, make it quick. He had to go like a half an hour ago.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. He's late for a wedding.
Oh my goodness. There's
his
got
own
a wedding to go to?
His own.
No.
Oh my God. Oh, you're not going to share a screen.
Oh yes, I'm sharing a screen.
Oh, Mike, we're just say goodbye. All right, really quick. Is this the t-shirts?
Shameless plug.
This is the t-shirts?
This is the shirts.
Okay.
Come on, guys. You love this. Do you have it up? Yeah,
Yes.
There we go. So Retro Rags partnered with us. Everyone that went to the convention knows. They are now officially up. I do wanted to show because Jay showed this yesterday, but it wasn't fixed. So this is the true back. We have it fixed now.
It's the card back of the shirt. Wow. When you zoom, it makes sound effects. That's cool.
Yeah. Enhance. Why can't I get that to be big? What the hell? Anyway, you can see it says May 23rd, 24th, Torrance, California.
Nice.
Says, yeah, remember.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
So that way we can all remember Motuniverse. Of course, it has Ken Coleman's beautiful artwork of He-Man on the front, saying Motuniverse established 2026. It is $35. You can get it in black, apparently. But yeah, there you go, guys. Let me zoom back out of that.
There you go. As always, man. Motuniverse.com or motuniversecon.com. Yeah, but check out these shirts, guys. You know, once we get through this movie, Mikey, remind me, and then we'll put an article on HE-MANIA.com. You know, this week is a whirlwind, but
yeah, I think
and then we can share it.
Those will be up through the end of the month, so limited time. You can get those. You can still get the other two that were the exclusive shirts all through the end of this month, and then they're gone. So, then it comes 2027.
We got time. So even Josh, he was saying like, "Oh man, are you coming out to the Lehigh Valley Comic Con?" Which he told me about, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, Josh. You know, I told him at Motuniverse, oh, I'll be there. You know, it's close to my house." And then I found out it's this weekend, and it's like, not the movie weekend. It can't be the movie weekend. Why the movie weekend? Because I have so much itinerary, you know, including some podcasts and recording, and it's just so well. It sucks that it's this weekend. I ordered mine on Mo Tuesday. Mossman Sean, you're awesome. And Mossman Sean was the first one to join the our new what is it called? Patreon. Thank you for HE-MANIA.com. There's a link on the front of the page. And eventually I got to start posting stuff like who we have a bunch of people scheduled for the podcast. Mossman Sean, I'm going to tell you what they are. I'm going to post it so you know. And that's one of the many perks that will be coming out from the Patreon, like stuff we're working on behind the scenes, or if I'm getting yelled at by specific corporations, which happens.
Do you have a monthly price for your Patreon? Do you mind saying that?
$1 for reader, $5 for subscriber. And then I gave all these like bigger ones for the rich people. I gave them names like Attorney and Guard and stuff like that. But it's really, you know, $1 or $5, you know, or you could join for free, but you just kind of see minimal stuff, you know, just as a subscriber. So, but yeah, you know, it's obviously just if you can help and you want to help, that's great. But just do what you can afford, seriously. But Moss Mitchell, I really appreciate that. All right, so Mike, he said what he said. David, you got anything that closes out, buddy? With
No, not really.
song,
A song? No.
a dance, river dance.
No, I don't
Turn
no.
your
Masters of the universe.
Fun.
No,
Finally made it.
David, you are awesome. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for like making sure HE-MANIA.com was aware of all the latest Masters of the Universe news. If we were aware or not, you just made sure.
Yeah.
So
That's cool. Thank
you've
you.
been super duper. And I got nothing to add other than movie day comes out. Go see the movie as many times as you can. Enjoy it. Love it, guys. This weekend, who knows if it ever happens again. So embrace every moment of it. Geek out. Don't be embarrassed. Wear your shirts. Wear your cosplay. Okay? Don't be embarrassed. Take lots of pictures. Take lots of pictures in front of the theater with the standees, in the bathroom.
No, don't do that.
Well, not in the stall, but and just party hardy, guys, because it's finally here, and we love you all, and Masters of the Universe, guys, go see it. So, all right, remember, guys, we are all He-Maniacs, and we will see you next time.
And we're waving.
Wavy.